All right, and we are back. So, where the party last left off, they had just finished a mission helping Lord Falcon and his cousin Una to take care of some eye drakes that were suspected to be in some mines that Una's brother Unmar and his fellow miners had found almost a month ago by the time they finally arrived and dealt with them. They did manage to infiltrate the mines, and they did discover the eye drakes and dealt with them. However, deep within the mine, they found this strange rod that seemed to be covered with the roots that they had been encountering for about the past 2 months, almost, and trying to figure out what the heck this all means. Then when Percy reached out and touched the rod, all hell broke loose as the cavern itself started shaking and falling apart. A strange fog filled the area. Creatures, insects, spiders, everything started coming out of the walls as if they had been in there waiting for just such a thing to occur.
Hey, yo, this person finally fucked up.
and the party, fortunately, managed to escape. All of them intact. Beat up quite a bit for some of them, but alive nonetheless. However, Lord Falcon and Una discovered that Una's brother and Lord Falcon's cousin, Unmar, had indeed died in the mines, and they had carried the remains of his body out. The party then went and attended to their employer slash acquaintance, almost friend, to try to give comfort, who then said, I will meet up with you back in Kyver and I will pay you the money I owe you. And the party made their way back to Kyver, allowing Lord Falcon and his cousin Una the time they needed to mourn and bury the dead. As they arrived back in Kyver, they were welcomed by the smiling face of Alyssa, owner of the Honeypot Inn, the residence where they have been staying for the majority of their time in Kyver. A residence that, inn and tavern, that they have helped to grow through their own actions, have helped to make a positive and lucrative business for the owners. Alyssa greeted them warmly and handed a letter to Gold that she had received thanks to, well, an SOS sent out by Gold. Additionally, Johnathan,
This fucking
Leon's sort of ward, if you will,
Percy.
also had a message for Leon. One that was delivered to him by Councilman Antoinette, who dropped the message off, saying, show this only to Thancred and no one else. Johnathan, understanding, gave the message to Leon. Leon read the message and found out that his efforts had borne fruit. The information he had given to the councilman had led to her doing some undercover work with some of the watchers in the city. And the watcher that she had undercover had not contacted her now in 3 days after discovering that a ship that had arrived in port a week ago and was scheduled to be in port for a month for maintenance had something fishy going on. That may include influence from Councilman Batias. No more was said in the letter, but of the urgency to meet and speak of these things in person. Johnathan himself also showed a bit of character development, if you will, as the feminine wiles of Percy that had thus ensnared him for a while had been absent for now almost 2 months.
Yeah, well, I got shit to do, bro.
As Percy and the rest of the group arrived back in the Honeypot Inn, he basically gave her the wave off
Made me wait.
and then told her, sorry, can't do this anymore. I hope I didn't hurt your heart.
I'm sure
Probably not.
that requires me to have one.
Yes.
Fair point.
And then as the party sat down to a delicious feast, and the offer from Alyssa, the owner of the inn, and her husband Maxwell, offering them to be able to rent out the most upper floor of the attic, which has yet to be renovated, for a semi-permanent basis. Gold dropped 1,000 gold to get the process started, and she said to them all, welcome home. And that is where we ended last time.
Yeah.
That is where you find yourselves. You are in the Honeypot Inn, finishing up your meal. You have several possible areas with which to go and explore. Other things you can do, you can always go and check out the Freelancers Association to see if there's other jobs, if that is something you wish to do. You also have some leads into things that you have been investigating thus far. It is entirely up to you at this point what you choose to do.
And this is close to nighttime, right?
It is. It is evening. And right now you are currently given the most recently renovated rooms, and you yourself, Leon, actually took the fancy room for 5 gold a night, whereas the more communal room that recently renovated has up to 5 beds available, and is there for the rest of your use as you see fit. Basically said, yeah, that 1,000 gold more than covers it, so you're good.
I would like to go up to our new attic space to check it out and go into the group to read my letter and see it.
Excellent. So as you make your way up to the new attic secret tunnel, as you make your way up to the new attic space, I will actually display this on the screen so that everyone can see it
I was gonna say
in all its glory, or lack thereof.
I really wonder how that works. There. You guys
I was gonna say before Gold leaves, I wanted to get everybody together and be like, in a couple minutes, we gotta discuss some stuff. But do what you gotta do first.
Speak up, young man. I can't hear you.
Do what you have to do now, but meet in the room in 5 minutes to discuss what our next move is, because I don't trust discussing it in public anymore.
I'm sure I can read a letter in less than
Well, it's so it gives us time to eat, drink a little bit, and then just meet up for like a group
5
powwow.
minutes to don't.
Okie dokie.
What is that, a freaking, like, huge
That's
python?
not gay.
You know, ow.
No, that's just sausage legs.
It's just a really long
I-
bird.
I will actually require some components that are currently.
Okay.
Cow shit its entire self and died.
So, we'll go around the room. Since you already have said exactly what you want to do, we will start with you, Gold.
Yes.
So you want to make your way up to the upper attic space to check it out and see what can be done with that, as well as some privacy to read your letter. Very well, so you make it up there, and what you see is in this space, it is fairly littered with debris and detritus, a whole bunch of stuff that, well, I mean, looks like this has been extremely neglected. Now, that isn't really a cow skeleton, it's just to represent debris. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there, mostly
Damn,
broken
it's not really a
crates and
dead
things
cow.
like that. There are some ropes and trash and debris just kind of up there as if this space has been neglected for years. Mostly because they couldn't really afford to do anything with it at the time, and it was just a catch-all for random trash. But it is a fairly large space. You actually do see some potential in it. As you take a look, there is the chimney from the floor below that goes up through it, which could easily be retrofitted to make a nice warm hearth. The space itself is large enough that it could even be segregated off into individual rooms, and possibly even its own personal restroom. So this could be a good space, and potentially even still have enough room for like a communal resting, meeting area, or whatever you wanted to use that extra space for. So, you open the letter.
Flip.
Okay, as you open the letter, when you break the seal, just a very faint line of light encircling the seal seems to flare up for a second and then almost break, like it shatters, at the same time as the symbol on your arm flares up for just a second, becoming visible, but then disappears.
Shit's cryptic.
Looking at the letter, what you see is in very poor handwriting, but still legible, in common. Got your message. You are not in the city. Don't know exactly where you are, but if you need to meet, you know where to find me. Same place as your test. That's all it says.
Fancy.
Secret society.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't really need his help.
I would probably burn the letter because of how secretive these guys are.
As you
I'm sure I'd get punished for letting anyone else read it.
This is worthless.
as you pull out a flint and steel, make a spark on the edge of it, and it catches surprisingly easily. And as it burns up, it actually burns yellow at first, like a normal flame, but then for a second, a bright white as it hits the wax seal that is broken. And then it is gone, almost like flash paper. There is no residue, no ash, nothing. It is just
Some good fucking paper.
Need to give me some of that.
Alright, I would head to the communal room then to discuss whatever we're looking to discuss.
Percy, is there anything you want to
Yeah. I'm probably going to cast my bolt as he's going down. I'm going up. I'm also going into this room.
Okay.
Just
turn
take a
around.
little peek sees. There's a few things in here that I want to pick up.
Okay. Like what?
Some of that rope looking stuff and
Okay.
a couple cans.
Okay. What in particular are you looking for? You mentioned that you were kind
So-
of looking for spell components. Are there any?
No, I'm not looking for spell components.
Ooh.
Looking for
Mundane
bullshit
component.
components.
Looking for
Um,
bullshit components. Okay.
So you know those little like snake in a can thing?
Yes.
I'm making a couple of those.
You're gonna make a couple of those. Okay.
For my best attempt at it.
Give me an investigation check.
All right.
Google's gonna love
Communication.
this.
I mean,
No.
That's a 5.
Trade
A 5?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're looking through, you don't really see anything initially. There might be something there, but you're just kind of a little impatient, and you know that Tomur asked if everyone would show up in the main room in 5 minutes. So you're like, you know what? Okay, I gave it a cursory look. I don't really see anything right now. I'll come back later, kind of thing. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Tomur,
Um,
anything you want to do before you meet up in the room?
no, I'll just finish my plate. I'll grab a drink and I'll start heading upstairs.
Okay. Leon.
One sec. Just gonna meet up in the room when everyone's ready.
Yeah, just shoot the shit.
Very well. Then you all arrive in the communal room that you guys currently have as your residence, except for Leon, who's got the nicer room. But you currently have this nice little communal room you guys are staying in. There is a fireplace. There is a nice warm fire built in it already. There are 5 beds in there, some storage, and it does have its own restroom facility. Built in on the side, there's a door right over here that leads to that area. So you have, pretty much everything you could want in a nice private space.
I see no horrors in here. It's not everything I want.
Well,
Where's the
Well, that could be a
TV?
rate. So, you're there.
All right.
Tomur, you
I
want to discuss
sit
something?
comfortably on a bed.
Yeah, I just say Patch kind of kicks back and is like, all right, what's
Yeah.
up?
That's right. Get comfortable. It's fine. So we got a lot of leads. We just got to figure out what we're doing. And I don't feel like discussing in a public place like downstairs would make it any easier. What we have to talk about. I know the trip for hunting did intertwine with the plan of going to that raid camp again. But now that we have the opportunity to deal with the ship, we should go take a look around town and see if anything's changed, any weird portals, anything like that. Compared to last time. That's what I'm leaning more against on, because those portals came out of nowhere last time when we found your friend the first time. I don't know if there's any more in town.
Yeah, that ship's back in port right now.
Yeah, so I'm assuming we gotta do some snooping.
I have no problem doing some snooping tonight. The night's young.
I'd like to add, I received a note recently. Technically, you're not supposed to know about this, but gives a damn. Councilman Antoinette sent it to me, detailing that the ship that we had sent her to investigate the docks, right? Her informant has turned up missing, so to speak. He hasn't responded to her in quite a while, so she wishes to meet with me in private. I would like whoever is willing to watch the perimeter, so to speak.
So what
Do you
she
know-
gets for hiring amateurs, not professionals.
Do you know where you're supposed to meet?
I'm waiting till morning so I can contact her.
So we could do some recon if you want to give her some more info. Meet up tomorrow if you want to do that.
It works for me.
Do some quick recon. Find out what's good, what's not good.
Well, I think jumping over to the shipyard before meeting with her might leave a sour taste.
Yeah, might as well do something
Because we
tonight.
might alert them before we even have an attempt to truly make any headway.
That's true.
I've got a contact to meet tonight. Although,
Is it who I think it is?
maybe. I don't know who you're thinking of. I'm not a psychic.
Is it the dwarf?
It's the dwarf.
Hell yeah, can I help? Please, 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 please.
You want to get sworn into a secret society?
Hell yeah, I do. That sounds badass. I love that guy.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
You are
See,
my
I was
friend.
gonna follow it, but then you said where you were going, and now I'm less interested.
So, and we want.
Yeah, the dwarf wants to kill you. You probably don't want to come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Do we all want to head to the docks, or do we want to do your meeting while they go snoop out the docks? Because I'm not very sneaky, so I don't think I'll be
I thought we
benefiting.
just said we weren't snooping out the dog.
I was gonna say, I agree with Gold's logic here. We play cautiously. You can have fun with your meeting. I think I'll take it easy for the night.
Yeah, we did just get back from traveling.
That's
This
true.
is
Plus, we got some
going to
stuff.
exhaust me for even doing this.
How nice are the beds?
They're fairly decent. I mean, they're no better than the other beds in the hotel, but
They're
the other
certainly
beds in
better than the cart we've been
Yeah.
sleeping in for
Oh,
the
yeah.
last.
Yeah, the beds themselves are.
Patch is
decent.
kind of testing the springiness of the bed.
It's like a little.
It's
kid
actually
that's
very, very nice.
Not jumping, but just kind of like moving around, like ooh, these are nice.
I kind of just imagine you casting jump on yourself and leaping across the
Across the bed.
Except
Like, seeing if you could
it's from
skip the
this
two
one
middle.
to this one, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with chilling for the evening.
You got any plans then?
Yeah, not really.
Can I
Alright.
borrow you?
Don't
He gives you the squinty eyes.
don't say yes. Never
It's
say
for a
yes.
creative
Yeah, I'm not really good.
project.
Yeah, that's.
Although I kind of feel like an army recruiter right now.
I find that vague at best, and I'm
Sorry.
inclined to say no.
But I need help.
Again, still squinting at you like with.
A
Just
creative
give her a helping
project.
hand. If we're not going anywhere and it's not going to cause you any physical
What
pain.
Yeah,
else
we're
are
not
you
totally sure of
doing?
that yet, are we? Last time I hung out with a bunch of girls, I got the shit kicked out.
Well, listen, Leon's here to back you up if anything goes south.
I want nothing to do with this.
You are going to moderate this while we're gone.
And she has given me exactly
Please?
0 details.
I will watch your back whenever you need me to tomorrow, but
A
moderate
creative
this.
project.
Your definition of creative and the normal definition of creative are. Yeah.
A little twisty.
You,
I'd like to go ahead and just into the tattoo. Be like, hey, meet you there in an hour or two. Heading over there now.
Testing.
Okay.
However long it takes to walk over there. I'm pretty sure it's like a 2-hour walk to the city.
Yeah, about. It's about that. I mean, if you're using a horse or you're going on foot,
I'm going on foot.
I think
it's about 2 hours.
On foot is best. Just not
Yeah.
raining.
Okay, on horseback, you could probably. I mean, again, city streets, so sometimes navigating, so you can't really get the full speed out of going on a horse, but you'd still cut the time in about half on horseback. But walking, yeah, 2 hours.
Plus, it's nighttime and we have to drop off the horse in the shadier part of the city. So
Not
they were
really.
even-
They're not shading your part. It's just
weird stuff going on.
it's just about like a 10-minute walk from the honeypot inn is where the
Oh.
nearest stables are.
Gotcha.
You go.
Do you
But as you
not want any
touch,
backup?
Well,
You think you'll be fine?
he's a trusted contact. We'll be fine.
I'm going with him.
Yeah, but the point I'm asking about is from point A to point B, the in-between part.
I can handle that.
Fair enough.
I got his back.
In fact, I take my longsword and leave it here. I will be fine even without this.
That's a little concerning. I really think you should take that with you, but fair enough.
Gold, please take the sword. I got your back, but I know you want a fisticuff and all, but you need a blade.
I've got 2. Pulls out 2 daggers.
Okay, no, we're fine. Never mind. We're good.
and as you touch the symbol to send the message, you feel the shape of the symbol warm under your touch as you concentrate on it and attempt to send a message out. You don't really see it, but you can feel it. You don't know if you've gotten any acknowledgement or response, but you think that perhaps the message went out.
Yeah, let's get to stepping.
All right.
All right.
Kids, have fun.
So those two are walking for the next 2
Will
hours. What are you three doing during that time?
Following Percy and her bullshit.
Percy and her bullshit.
We go upstairs to the room I was in a minute ago.
I follow you until you get to the door, and I'm like, no. No.
It's the room that you're sleeping in.
No, I thought we were already in
No,
the
no,
room.
you're
I'm going to the upper room.
Go to the upper
Close
floor.
your hands.
That doesn't make me feel a lot better, but he takes your hand anyway.
We're just skipping along.
Alright, I just need help looking for something.
Oh, well, that's... I don't know why you couldn't have been specific
It's a
about that.
creative project.
So you three find yourself in this fairly large,
Is it this room?
Yeah.
it is
Okay.
fairly large, relatively empty attic space as far as anything purposefully put there in any kind of order or anything. It is just a chaos of debris. There's a couple crates in there. There's some broken crates. There's debris. There's trash. There's pieces of rope. Just a whole bunch of, a mishmash of detritus, kind of strewn about. But it is a very decent-sized space. All of you could envision, hey, there's some possibility here if it's cleaned up.
I kind of kick one of the cans out of the way.
Oh,
So,
perfect. I need that.
what are you... Oh. That's what
You're
you're looking
fine
for,
to
exactly.
I'll give bardic inspiration to both of you since we're searching and
Sweet.
whatnot.
So yeah, I basically just I was looking for a bunch of
And I'll guide
Small-
you in your endeavor.
small ropes and such, little cans, little shit like that.
Okay,
Rings.
so- cans?
Yeah.
So looking for stuff to make snake in a can.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Apparently Patch has given you guidance.
And you both have bardic inspiration, so that's a D4 plus a D8 for you and a D8 for you.
This and this.
Yep. So go ahead and roll investigation.
21.
21. It takes you all of about I don't know, half an hour. But from that half an hour, you manage to find what you think is enough stuff that you might be able to put together 3 of these snake in a can things that you're trying to, little trinkets that you're trying to create. The question is whether or not you'll actually be able to practice.
We'll find out.
And we will. And hey,
Need to see if there's anything...
I gotta say this. Thank you, Sad Loogie, for the tier 1 subscription for 4 months.
Yeah.
Just says this will tis be my last month subscribed because I shall save up for a trip in February. However, when the trip is over, I shall return. Yours truly, Sad Loogie. Thank you, Sad Loogie, for the sub. On Twitch. And totally understand, man. We appreciate it. All right. Anyway, sorry about that.
want to proceed to see if there's anything that stands out amongst the trash.
Still have your bar.
Give me an
Aside from my
investigation.
hands,
Investigation, not my nice perception skill.
No, you're looking for, physically looking around for something, so you're moving stuff out of the way, and that's investigation.
Ooh, that's not good. I don't even know
Can't
what-
use the bardic inspiration, you got it.
no.
Is it a 1?
Yeah.
Yeah,
got
see,
an
that was
You
what
got
I
an
was
8.
minus.
Find a potion of superior.
You don't find much other than just random trash and stuff, mostly.
What you looking for,
Did you
Patch?
find more rope?
And seeing if anything stands out amongst the garbage up here.
Suppose
Looks
I've got,
just kind of. That seems to be all it is, though.
well, I suppose I've got nothing better to do, so mind if I tag along?
We're all standing at the same
I am
time.
also
You've already
rolling
had.
investigation.
Okay.
I'll guide him.
All
I
right.
could have guided
Fair
him.
enough.
I'll watch.
All right.
I looked through
I
this.
cannot bardically inspire
Oh, I don't think
myself. I would if I could.
My guidance would have helped with that god awful roll of it.
We're going dumpster diving in a room, boys.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 17.
With a 17, as you're kind of digging around through and kind of helping Patch dig around through stuff, you do find something interesting. Not necessarily useful in itself, but interesting.
5 dead rats.
No, it actually
Higher dead cow.
Aw.
it actually looks like a boss relief, which, if you don't know what that is
I have no
is a wood carving
Mhm.
where someone has taken a piece of wood and basically carved into the surface almost, depressions and raises and stuff to almost give the 3D image of some kind of scene. And looking upon the scene, what it looks like is fields with some beehives hanging from trees, some bees flying around, and over on one side a nice large pot of honey sitting on like a table and flowers all around and everything. It's actually fairly well done, but it is old and it is beat up, and the paint, any paint that was used on it, has faded and some chipped away.
Can I see it?
Sure.
Prestidigitation.
It is now clean.
Sweet.
It's still chipped paint.
I can only do so much.
Yeah, still the paint is chipped and faded and all that, but it is at least clean.
Oh, this could make a nice centerpiece for this room renovation.
Yeah, I wonder why they would have left that up here.
Probably because they left everything up here.
Well, the rest of this is kind of tracks. Do they have a party up here and just peace out?
You never know.
It's really weird that there'd just be a bunch of trash.
Your thoughts, Persephone?
Garbage.
I mean, on the boss relief. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
boss relief.
yeah, if you want, you could probably give it down to, what's her name?
Alyssa?
Alyssa.
Yeah, I'm
It's been a
already
minute.
tired of staring at all this trash. So Patch is going to go back downstairs, grab a trash can, something to put this trash in, and come back and start.
My man's just gonna clean. I love it.
There's like a bunch of red solo cups and stuff.
Yes,
A couple beer pong
Fucking
balls.
big
Party.
Yeah.
These animals.
Well, I do not know why this is not showing up, but for whatever reason, I am not seeing anything show up in the multi-stream chat. Yet, when I look individually, there's a lot of chat going on. So thank you for the chat. I appreciate it. Sorry I'm not catching it all, but
Good.
all right. Both YouTube and Twitch. If you guys keep an eye on YouTube, I'll keep an eye on Twitch.
That's fine.
So, what do you guys do with it?
I guess we're gonna start cleaning up the frat party.
And I'll bring down the boss relief down to Alyssa
Okay.
and kind of inform her, like, yo, here's this thing.
Okay.
Let's
When
get
he
it
said
fixed up and
I-
nice looking.
I cleaned it.
I'm also going to ask for a trash can or something I can.
So you're going down.
Yeah, they
Okay.
grab some. I assume there's not a trash can up here. Otherwise, they might have put
I
that
may have
trash
used
into it.
it.
That is the trash.
I am gonna grab some alcohol. alcohol on my way too.
Okay, so you're also going down with
Yeah,
him.
and I figured
Okay.
we'd all go
Why?
down.
So you all head downstairs first and kind of present this
Like a
bas relief to
clean
Alyssa. And as you show this, get her attention and show this to her, she puts her hands over her mouth and just kind of, I thought we had lost that. And she begins to tear up a little bit, and she takes it in her hands. Where did you find this?
Well, it was just up in the attic.
Buried
Of
under
course
a
it would have been there.
trash.
It used to be my grandfather's room. He made this when he founded this inn.
It's gorgeous.
It was once. It needs a little bit of TLC.
Under his breath, since Patch says, "Man, he was a messy guy."
Well, he passed away some years ago, and
Sorry.
as business declined and things became more difficult, that room just became a catch-all. It's like I couldn't bear to go up there, and Maxwell didn't want to upset me, so he would remove things and put them up there so as not to disturb me, and remind me of. She wipes her eyes. Remind me of loss. I think it's time. Thank you so much.
Well, of course. If you'd like, you could tell us someplace we can get this fixed up.
You've already done so much. Just bringing this to me. I'll take care of it.
All right.
And she kind of, holds on to it. I mean, it's decent size. It's, couple feet long, about a foot to 18 inches high. But she, holds it in her arms, and she takes it back through the kitchen and back into the family home in the back of the building. And then she does bring you a kind of an older barrel at times when you ask for a garbage
Yes,
can
thank you.
that you can use to grab stuff and store it in there and for disposal later.
Yeah, take it and make my way. How big is the barrel? Very small.
It's decent size. This thing probably weighs about 40 pounds on its own because it is wood and metal bands and stuff.
Patch is struggling
Decent
to get
size.
this up the stairs. Like,
I'll mage hand help you.
it's like
So you
5.
take 5 pounds of weight off it.
I'm helping. That's stronger than I would have
So
been.
now you only got to lift
Make
about
it-
35 pounds.
Hold on a second. I just realized something. Are we
Strength 10.
weak squad? Oh. Funnily enough, you're actually stronger than Leah.
No,
Ooh.
working together, you do manage to get that up there. And you just start cleaning up.
Yes.
Okay. Over the next about
Cleaning
hour
montage.
and a half,
Man.
you've been cleaning this room and getting rid of the debris. It's a big room. There's a lot of it. But you're making some headway.
Can I open a window?
Oh, absolutely.
Cool.
You open a window and to try to air it out a bit, which, I mean, it doesn't really stink. It's more.
I just meant for it's dark as all hell in here. And,
Well, it's dark
Some
outside.
of them don't have night vision.
Yeah, but it is nighttime, so it's dark outside anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm helping a little bit, right?
Sure.
Patch hangs up his little lamp.
But you are making headway.
I guess I get dancing lights.
Gold and Tomur,
Yep.
you finally arrive outside the city, a little bit to the north, along the shore, where once again approach what looks like a mostly abandoned fishing hut. Nets kind of string along the side with what look like various lures and stuff kind of stuck inside them in the various parts of the webbing of the net, as well as some rods here and there, and occasionally you see a couple actual bones of fish hanging as if the carcass of the fish had been hanging there for a very long time and picked clean by bugs and birds and stuff like that. The wood itself of the building is old, looks fairly weathered, Not necessarily the most stable. You've been here before. You know this is part of the illusion. Part of the disguise of the building itself. You approach the front door.
Yep. 2 knocks and I just open it.
Okay. As you open it,
Tap, tap.
You were given
In-
a warning.
inside, even though you saw no light from the outside, when you open the door, light pours forth as there is a fairly warm fire in the hearth. And a dwarf sitting in a old, fairly stuffy looking and dusty looking overstuffed chair. Smoking a pipe, looking at you. Took you long enough.
It's a long walk. I just,
What's this?
Ugh.
We gotta discuss some things. We gotta discuss some things.
Speak up,
Here.
boy.
I have something that'll make it better, and I'll take out the flask that I brought from the dwarven town and throw it at him. A little taste of home for you.
He immediately knocks it out.
No,
Tongue
no,
out.
he wasn't expecting that.
Just fucking hits him in the head.
It hits him in the chest and lands in his lap. And he picks it up, looks at it, pulls the cork, smells it. You know what this is, don't you?
Oh, I know. We had some.
I don't think he actually knows what it is.
That good shit.
I was the only one that survived the hangover.
I know, I'm waiting for him to say
He puts the
sweet
stopper
shit.
back in his. I don't be needing this right now. Tosses it back.
Come on in, Tomur. Close the door behind him.
So, I have an idea of what you're in, what your business is about. But it looks like your business is crossing into my business. I think the person that's working with the demon is someone from my past, named Vegas. He's the one that's using my old group of thieves to transport and distribute these devil seeds to wherever they need to go secretly. So it seems like your business is my business. And I'm willing to help any way I can. That's what I'm leaving on the table for you to understand. Feel like if you want some extra help, I'm willing to do it.
He
And
basically just wants a cool tattoo.
I have enough tattoos. It's just gonna add another one.
Yeah, it's Steve.
New invisible tattoo.
He's good.
Yeah.
I can vouch.
He sniffs the air in your direction. You trust this one?
He's a bit hairy, but yeah, I trust him.
It's genetics.
He doesn't have it,
He doesn't need it.
I don't.
He's got other talents.
but he doesn't have it.
I don't want to join your little club. I'm just trying to
Good,
get
because I didn't offer.
good. I'm just trying to help you get your mission accomplished to help my friend here. And his business is my business because it's affected one of our party mates, who has sadly passed away because of this bullshit.
He goes like this. Give me a wisdom save.
Instant death.
Dirty 20.
You
Non-instant.
feel a wave kind of go past you, and for a second, the sound seems to muffle. But then everything is clear again. He kind of.
Trying to silence
That should have worked.
a lot of things.
Step outside.
Always gotta talk, Tomur.
Fine, you talk to your midget. I'm going inside.
So what's he speaking of? He says his business ties into ours.
So, I'm not sure if you ever heard of the Sea Dragons?
No, inconsequential.
Well, they're making themselves consequential by distributing them.
Pawns. Merely pawns. Many of those in this game. You have a mission.
I'm aware. I'm working on that front. But I really wanted to contact you about something else entirely.
Well, out with it.
When we were in Dawnfall, deep in this old abandoned dwarven mine,
What the hell were you doing in Dawnfall?
Nidrix, long story. Either way, deep down in these mines, we came across this strange rod. Seeped deep into the earth. No one could pull it out, no matter how hard you try. And it was covered. Absolutely, it almost looked like it was pulsing out the. And when we came into contact with it, it had its own defense mechanism. Like it began spewing out poisonous gas into the air, filling the mine, and the mine ended up collapsing just from the seismic activity by simply touching the rock.
How deep were you?
We were probably in the heart of the mountain. I mean, it took a good while to get out of the system. I couldn't give you an exact distance, maybe
And you went down
a few hundred feet. But I could be wrong because I didn't sense any magic, but I was almost insistent that it was tapped into the light lines itself. I don't think it could have moved no matter how hard we tried.
This does not bode well. You need to follow your lead. Pull the string. Find out what the one here is all about. Is he a pawn in the game, or is he something more? Is he in charge, or does he have a boss?
Oh, shit. I couldn't say from what I know. He's at least knowledgeable, so he's probably a little more than a pawn. But no, that's what tonight's all about. I'm going hunting. I just wanted to get in contact since in Dawnfall there was no response. Reasonably. I was a continent and a half away.
There are a few of us now. So, yes, I am the nearest to where you were.
All the way in Dawnfall and you were the nearest. That's
Yes.
scary.
Now, there may be another, but I think... No, she was probably further. And she doesn't know you personally, so she wouldn't have reached out. Been a bit more cautious. I'll have to look into things, but I have my own leads to chase. This one's yours. As for your friend, if his info can be trusted, help him out. But,
Yeah, he's sort of my confidant on this.
fair enough. Just... You don't speak of our business. That of the Shadow Dogs. They can help. They cannot know. Beware of that. There are those that listen. This is why we do not speak except in extreme circumstances. You hear me?
I hear you.
Good.
Either way, I've taken enough of your time. I gotta go hunting.
Enjoy. He reaches down, touches his symbol, says, I'll talk to you later. You see the flare as his symbol lights up. And for a split second, there's almost like a flash of bright light in the room. It almost seems like he himself and the fireplace, everything just kind of really bright for just a split second. But now you are standing in a room that is completely cold. The fire is out. He is gone.
Magic.
Batman dress.
How do I do that? Let's go.
Spooky.
Tomur,
Huh?
the guy can fucking teleport.
I don't doubt it, but he can't catch for shit.
You want to go demon hunting?
Fuck yeah. I need to test out this hammer.
We're going demon hunting.
Question. You want to start at the docks? Do you not want to start at the docks?
No. I want to go back to the.
Battle site.
I want to go back to that cellar and look for traces.
Fine with me. I got a nose for these things. Let's go.
So you guys heading there tonight?
We're gonna be lightly pulling at strings.
So
I don't want to take up the whole session doing this.
So where are you heading?
We're headed back towards the
Where the massacre happened.
cellar.
So you are heading in that direction. That'll take you about another 2.5 hours.
You guys
get
are
over
getting
that.
no rest tonight.
Yeah, you're starting to move later into the night. I mean, you arrived here probably at like 9 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to put you, close to midnight to get over there. So they're walking that way. You three.
Alright, so now what we gotta do with the stuff we found, and I explain the best of my understanding of how to make this snake thing. And I'm gonna have each of us try to make one.
Alright, let's do
Fucking
this.
doing arts and crafts.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Thanks, Mom.
Team bonding time. I'm still watching you.
Yeah. You're always watching me.
Pass me the glue. I'm still fucking watching.
Can I have the macaroni?
Oh, yeah,
Somebody
sure thing.
happy, somebody's watching me.
I get my privacy. Oh.
So we're all gonna do arts and crafts.
While Bubby's drinking.
All right, so if you're going to artsy and craftsy time,
Mm-hmm.
pick one of you. Well, since nobody is an artificer,
Yes.
what tool proficiencies do all of you have?
Thieves tool
Okay.
and dice set.
Okay, so Leon.
Thieves' tools as well.
Okay, so in
Sure
that
will.
case, I will allow you to pick one of you.
I nominate Patch.
You can assist, i.e., the help action, and you can use things like guidance, bardic inspiration, whatever abilities or things like that you wish to do. But this will actually be a performance check, as you don't know how to build things, so you are trying to see what your performance is in trying to construct something.
Are you not a bard?
It's not with you guys right now.
I mean, I still nominate Pat.
Alright, well, I can try. I'll
Alright, well, hold on. Hear me out. Can I intimidate into making it be you instead of Patch?
Roll
I
for it.
think it should be you as she
Leon, roll
her
insight.
+2 strength over you.
I have 10 strength and you only have 8, Leon.
Weakly.
Weekly.
She punches you.
Insight, you said?
Yep.
9.
25?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you do to
I think we need to see your arts and crafts skills.
What, you don't like mine?
How is that scary?
I'm gonna cast
Guidance.
Eagle Splendor on you.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
You have advantage on all charisma checks,
Yeah.
Nice.
We're pulling out all the stuff.
and I'm gonna guide you as well.
I'm
I
pretty sure you
really
can only do
want
one
these
to roll
snake traps.
concentration.
Let's see. Oh, it's guidance concentration.
No, guidance is not concentration.
No, I think it is. No, he mentions it.
Really?
Yep, it is. So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think advantage is better than a +4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, plus
I'm
1,
plus
2.
D4.
Alright, so performance, right?
Yeah.
Cantrips could be constant.
Yeah. That's why I didn't think of that. I was like, wait a minute.
Boulders Gate.
So that is... Roll very well on either of those. I mean, I didn't roll it, but 14 is my highest roll.
Okay, not bad. Do you think you've made 3 snake egg cans?
I'll take it.
You'll have to...
Yeah.
You know, when I was younger, I considered becoming an artist.
Well,
I mean, they look like they might
I
like
don't-
it.
I don't know if I'd pursue that career.
Well, see, the problem was we needed to afford bread, so paint was out of the picture.
So
I
what do
just
you guys?
lose blood like everybody else.
What do you three do for the rest of the evening? It's now probably about 9 o'clock, 9:30 for you three.
Um,
I mean,
same thing I do every
Kind of
day,
weird that our
maybe.
friends aren't back yet.
Patty cake, patty cake, cake.
Well,
Based on when
They
they
were
left,
doing a high five.
based on when they left and where you knew they were probably headed.
Was Patrick around for the first time that y'all met him?
Yes.
Yes, you were, I think.
Yes, you were. Because you remember something
I think it was Ajax. I'm pretty
No.
sure it was.
No, Ajax was dead because this was after the fight.
Yep.
Even.
Yeah,
So
you
we're
were.
suing.
Yep.
You remember something
Okay.
trying to keep
Yep.
listening in?
And
Oh yeah, you're right.
so based on that and knowing where they would go, you probably wouldn't expect them until at least 11 o'clock because they left at right about 9. So actually, sorry, they left at 7.
Didn't we pass it?
They
2
would have
hours
gone to
just
9,
yeah.
and then you wouldn't expect them until about 11 to get back. At least, depending on how long they converse. So
Yeah, because we spent the amount of time that they spent traveling, which is what you said, 2 hours.
yeah, you
said we
spent,
got back at 9,
yeah,
so that'd
For
be
sure, a good
11
amount.
o'clock right there. 'Cause we
11
spent the last
o'clock.
couple hours cleaning and crafting.
yeah. Well, it's
I
for
didn't hear
you,
what?
guys. While they were walking up there,
We were cleaning.
you were cleaning, which put you at about 9 o'clock.
Okay, I thought you said we got back at 9.
No,
To
you
the
got back
place.
at around 7.
Okay.
So,
But it's about 9:30 right now.
I'm gonna do the same thing I do every night.
Okay.
Try to take
Anyone in
over the world.
particular, or just random dude number 3?
Bartender number 3, or not
Oh.
bartender, bar patron.
Bar patron number 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds great.
How much progress did I make on it?
Dude, he's hot.
Sweet.
The D100
I'll
was like
take it.
74 or something.
No, I just rolled a d20 to see what his charisma was flat out, and I rolled an 18 on the die.
He
Take
could be
it.
better.
We're all sharing. Oh no, you're going to answer.
So yeah, no, he's into it.
You're not there to stop me.
He's into it.
Cool.
And you guys, are you waiting up? You going to bed? What's up?
We're vibing, you know?
How much progress did I make on cleaning? Did I get it all cleaned up?
It's the entire room isn't clean, but you guys, you think in that hour and a half, you probably got a good 2/3 of it. It's gonna take some more work and stuff like that, but it is late. So it's up to you if you want to continue.
We did make good progress. I don't know, I'm kind of bored though. You have anything planned for the evening?
Gotta rest up for tomorrow. I've got big plans for tomorrow.
Fair enough.
Tomorrow. Not
Hey,
tonight. Tomorrow.
This man's trying to blow you off.
Fuck off, I don't want to play with you.
I'll just finish up here then. I'm not doing anything else and then head to bed afterward.
Okay, fair enough.
I kind of want to stay up to see our friends get back.
Okay.
I'm actually
He
going
wakes
to
up in the
take a
dark as
bathroom
soon as they
break.
come home. Lights come on. Where have you been?
Where have you been?
So that's what you guys do.
Do I at least finish the room?
If you want to go back up there and do a little
Yeah,
more
yeah.
cleaning,
That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
While
takes
I
you about
wait
another
for-
45 minutes, but you finally get all of the junk out of the room. The room itself, it still could use like a good
Prestige.
thorough dusting, sweeping, wiping down, and stuff like that.
Prestige.
You figure if, by yourself, if you put in another 2 hours, maybe 3, or with the rest of the group, if you had the entire group, you guys put in a good solid 45 minutes, you could, really make this room nice and clean.
I happen to know we have a spellcaster that can cast a spell that cleans for us. So
Mhm.
probably not going to do that once the trash is all picked up. I
Okay.
get the bulk of it.
All right.
Just
So yeah, you
sit and chill
get
for a
it cleaned up. So the room is now officially clean, or at least decluttered, we'll say.
Are there still people in the main area kind of shooting the shit this
Uh,
late into the evening?
In the bar, I mean,
Or
Yeah,
it was
it's
another
not
45 minutes. It's not
in a
even-
bar.
it's not
Yeah,
even
of
10.
course.
well, this was like an hour or so later.
no, it's about 9:45, almost 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So this
Oh, yeah.
is
Yeah, that's
So,
like prime.
yeah, this is like, all right, no worries. There are plenty of people that the kitchen is officially closed at this point,
I was
except
gonna
for
ask
a
if they
couple,
serve carrot juice.
except for a couple small, really quick and easy things to do. but like the main meals and stuff are closed. But drinks are still flowing, and there's probably it's about half full right now at this hour.
Do they serve
As it is a
carrot juice?
weekday, so there is work tomorrow for a lot of people.
Do they serve carrot juice?
Yes.
I'll have a glass of carrot juice to calm the nerves.
All the nerves from cleaning.
And you ask, and it's Maxwell who's kind of tending the bar. It's like,
Hey, Max.
just carrot juice, or would you like that to be extra carrot juice? Little bit of a kick
Some
to it.
spicy.
I do like extra carrots.
Well,
I'm not picking up what he's putting down. I just think of like enhanced carrots.
Got them special purple carrots. in there.
actually he rolled a 19. He actually kind of gets that you don't get it. He's like, let me rephrase that. Would you like any alcohol?
Oh no, that's fine. I just want regular old carrot juice.
Fair enough. So, little bit later, he has basically shredded a few carrots into absolute shreds, and then put them between some cloths and pressed them out to get the juice out of it. And he's had to do that a couple times, so it takes about 10 minutes. But he's got this nice tall glass of carrot juice.
Oh, thank you, Frank.
Passing it over. And he actually takes a little bit of the green top of the carrot and kind of sticks it on there as a garnish.
Handsome man. What a good guy. Well, thank you.
No problem.
How much do I owe you?
Don't worry about it. For you
Okay.
and the group you're with,
You are too
You're good
kind.
right
Let me
now.
tell you, y'all are just peachy.
thank you.
What are peaches?
We owe this.
Y'all are just this world's equivalent to peaches.
Y'all are tangerines.
Y'all are the carrots to me.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just
Golden
gonna sit at the bar and pass the time with my glass of carrot juice.
Okay.
Gotta fucking milk it.
Golden Tomur.
Yep.
It's probably about 11:30. You finally roll up to what used to be, if I can remember the name. I don't know if you remember the name, but the
Something black. Black something.
yeah,
I remember
Hey.
that.
it was an old inn and tavern.
Oh,
That is
man, I didn't
completely
even
run
think of that.
down.
Old Gorgon Inn.
Old Gorgon Inn. Thank you.
Yep.
Good memory. So the old Gorgon Inn, you roll up to it. It looks as how you had left it.
Tall glass of carrot
Yeah,
juice.
nothing much has changed.
Sure.
It is,
And then they're going to the inn.
you know, beat up, debris everywhere. The entire area here in Eastgate is like this. And as you enter in, yeah, it looks like it has changed. What are you looking at?
Well, at this point, I wanted to go down into the basement and more or less investigate that kind of magic circle that he had made and do a proper investigation onto it, see if there's any residue or anything that could give me a hint as to the nature of the demon.
Okay. You head down into the storage cellar. In there now, the remnants of the candles that had been there are basically burnt down to nothing. Left them burning. We didn't do anything about that. So, yes.
Is it the candles in the circle?
The candles around the room, there was tons around.
Oh, okay. I was like, I said those out.
Yeah,
Okay, no, I got
but
you.
no, there's tons
No,
around the room.
Yeah.
Lighting it up. They have burnt down from where there's just puddle of wax and little scorch marks where the wicks used to be, with the exception of the ones that were around the circle that Percy put out. The circle itself, you had noticed that was actually drawn in Patch's blood.
Open up.
Now,
The demon hollow.
now you notice as you enter into there are plenty of rats and other little vermin that are in there, and some of them are actually like, you know, scratching and like licking at the blood symbols, and apparently this has been going on for at least a month. Not much is actually left of it, but this entire place is just like filled with vermin. Not wall to wall, you're not having to step over every single step, but there's quite a bit down here.
All the rats you can eat.
Of all the animals in this fucking world, rats are the absolute worst.
5 dead rats.
Either way, whatever remnants remain, because I didn't have time to go through and investigate this, I'd like to just review, see if there's any semblance in this room, or if I need to use my primeval awareness functions in there to.
Well, you tell me what you're doing.
If you need help,
You should start with that.
If you need help, I can bust out some of my alchemy supplies and do some quick tests.
If you want to run some tests on the blood.
Yeah. Just to see if they alternate or anything like that.
I'll do detect portal and primeval awareness in the room
Okay.
to try and see if I get any kind of remnant as to what might have been the function of that portal. Or
Okay.
if there's anything around.
As you do detect portal, you don't pick up any active portals, but you do feel like the essence of one that had been here. It's like an echo of something that was here, and just due to your proximity, you're able to pick up the faintest trace that it existed at one point in time. You know, how long ago? You're not exactly sure, but you figure, well, this is probably recent enough. You know, it was probably around the time that we dealt with this. So within about a month and a half. But you're just so close to it, you can kind of barely pick up that little semblance of it, almost like a shadow. Kind of see that, hey, there used to be a portal. But you don't pick anything active within your sphere of understanding.
Mhm.
When you do your primeval awareness, how rats are demons.
47 demons.
Yay!
They all stand up and look straight at you as soon as you do it.
Just the meme was like,
You-
You.
You pick up a feeling to the west.
Okay.
You know it can't be Percy because you know you're more than a mile from where the honeypot is. You know the distance.
Yeah, we're pretty close to the edge of the city at this point, so west should be outside the city walls.
West, no, where you're at, west would be in the direction towards the honeypot. You know, going towards the harbor.
Okay, flip that like this.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, but you know that the honeypot is more than a mile from where you're at.
Also more south.
A little bit more south, but not too much. But yeah, there's no way that your senses would pick up that far in the city. This is not your favorite terrain, so you know you only have a limited distance that you can sense. But you pick up something, and it seems to be moving.
You ready to get on the move, Tom?
Yeah. Fuck this blood sample. Let's just go.
I'm gonna double time it. I'm gonna be chasing.
Jokes
I have
on
enough
you,
spell
it's
slots available to do this.
I will
All right,
be
let's
right
see. How
with-
long does your primeval awareness last?
So it's 1 minute per level of the spell slot, and I have all of my open spell slots, so I can do it for
What is your total?
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could run it for 10 minutes straight, but I would be spacing it out in probably about 15 to 10 minute intervals, depending on proximity. So I
Okay.
would be double timing it west, 15 minutes, check. Correction. If I feel like I'm closer, 10 minutes, check.
Okay.
But I would just be chasing this. And then Tomur's obviously on my tail.
Okay. As you're doing this, which very strategic and well thought out, you seem to be making a little bit of headway, but not as much as you would think, as it seems to be this ping is moving at a decent pace itself. Maybe not as fast as you guys, but still pretty quick. Eventually, after doing this for the first hour, you get a second ping.
I can probably assume that's Persephone based on the fact that we were moving west.
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh no! It's not Persephone.
You are stupid.
First
Well,
Big old
The funny thing is, I'm actually an intelligent character.
Tis
I'm a roll
just-
one.
Another
What's that
tiefling.
That is a 17.
Yeah, you figure it's probably the honey pot.
Thank God. I was like, don't make us run to the honey pot and you fucking for something, just having sex.
Get the dagger, just fucking
But hey guys,
stab
what's up? I was using that.
I was in combat.
You keep going after the second hour, and by now, because yes, the spell slot, you basically have 7 spell slots. So if you're going every 15 minutes, that means in the first hour you use
all
4.
for you.
And then the second hour, well, basically 45 minutes in, you've used your last one. You're now an hour and 45 in, basically, to running to the west to try to pick this up. Because you are moving so fast, you're not just traveling, so you're actually making really good headway. But the last ping you can get, it's up for 2 minutes. You're pretty sure that this is by the docks.
Yay!
But then, after the 2 minutes, your spell runs out and you no longer know where it is. But the best guess you can get is that it's somewhere near the docks.
I wonder.
I wonder what we're doing tomorrow.
Well, we gotta come back here tomorrow. Do you want to investigate now or wait until tomorrow?
I'd rather be able to track it. So let's wait till tomorrow.
This was my plan all along.
Hey, now we're sure.
Yeah. And it is, by now,
Probably like 2.
yeah, you're at about like 1:30.
Let's go.
And you estimate from where you're at, you're probably, honestly, not super far away from the honeypot. If you were to walk, just straight walk, you'd be there in 30 minutes, you estimate.
probably a little winded, but
I'm sure with all my traveling, I'm gonna take a point of view caution. We'll walk.
then we sprinting for 2 hours straight.
Yeah. So you arrive at 2 in the morning. Anybody still up?
Yeah.
Patch nodded off at the bar
Okay.
until someone kind of nudged him awake, like, "Hey,
Maxwell would have actually helped you back up to the room.
oh, what a nice guy." Maxwell's a real stand-up fella.
So
He helped you stand up, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And Leon, did you go
Yeah,
to your
sleep.
nice fancy room
Yep.
and sleep? Okay. Persephone, you're up, but you're
I'm
Not-
up.
you're
I'm not
Give her a point of view.
accessible.
Well, back.
so none of you notice when these two finally arrive back at the honeypot at about 2 in the morning. But you guys make it there. I assume you all eventually go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
get that long rest.
Okay. So you get a long rest. You two especially sleep in a little bit.
That's fine with me.
So it's like 9:30.
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
You know, so I mean, you've gotten a good 7 hours or so of sleep. You know, 7.5. You know, maybe you just kind of drag ass for a little bit longer. You get a full long rest. So it is morning time. What are you guys doing?
What's the name of the ship we're trying to look into?
Oh, hey, y'all are back.
Justin.
What time did y'all end up getting back last night? Because I stayed up pretty late and never saw you.
Like
Glad you're all right.
2:30. I didn't really pay attention.
2:30.
My sundial doesn't work very good tonight.
I think we crashed at 2:30.
Is there even
I got some-
an actual way to tell time in a fantasy setting besides like sundial?
The artificers make watches.
The,
Is there a
you
giant
have a
clock
wizard
tower?
with the keen mind feat. That's how.
Exactly. Late.
Um,
You weren't at the bar when we came in.
That's where I fell asleep.
but we were hunting some demonic presence last night.
Guess where it ended up?
The jocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Figures.
yeah, that sounds about right.
So,
I could have guessed.
question. You gotta do your meeting.
Mhm.
Do your meeting first after we have breakfast. Try to set something up.
I'll tell you the location.
Let us know. Swing by, keep everything kosher, and then when you're done, docks.
Is there anything like is there like a market or something at the docks, or is it like
Not
strictly...
so much. I mean, there are some warehouses that will sell some goods out of the warehouse. There are a few fishmongers kind of set up along the docks, but primarily it is really just for shipping out and shipping in major goods. And then there is the Bowl, which has the major market area, and then there's shops throughout the city, but the Bowl is the big
Is that
area.
close to the docks?
Well, there's the docks, and then you've got Southgate.
Yeah.
You've got. I don't have my maps on me.
Is it
Unfortunately.
close enough where it'll be relevant, or is it on the other side? It's kind of relevant.
The Bowl is in
Yeah.
the middle. The docks are over on
Okay.
the west. There's stuff in between. Oh.
I'm gonna use my trusty cell phone spell.
All right, sending it is.
And
Hello?
I'm guessing you already know exactly who I'm casting that at.
Me.
Yep. Definitely perception.
Perception.
You can be on
Hey,
my
yo,
blindfold.
bitch! You suck! Bye!
Hope you know you used a spell for that.
Yeah, no.
Fuck you. Like,
So, to Councilman Antoinette, I say, apologies for this being early. Where would you like us both to meet?
Nothing else.
That's it.
Okay.
P.S. Bring muffins.
P.S. Bring refreshments on.
Did you actually say that?
No.
Okay. You don't get a response immediately.
I figured. She's probably like, huh? And beep, beep, beep.
No.
Pulls off her eye mask.
No. You don't get a response immediately, but then you hear, "You're back." Good. Not at the council chambers.
No shit.
Give me a moment to think.
Gotta make me use another 3rd level spell slot.
I think third level.
Second long rest.
Someplace I wouldn't be caught dead. Horny halfling.
Yeah!
She called me on my mind phone. Ding 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 ding. My late night when I'm not good at lyrics, even though I'm the bard.
Later when you see the tiefling.
Huh. Sorry guys, we're here all night unfortunately.
It's only 3 away.
That is true. He's got a point.
Wait, hold on. Is this the only time Oscar's actually been right?
She actually has 2 words left. 1 hour.
No.
That's a.
Or
So I gotta go now.
Did they even open this early?
Yeah, they got a great buffet.
24/7 fucking.
It's the Gold Corral of strip clubs.
Question: did you tell us where you're meeting her before you left?
I haven't left it.
Oh, no, I'm just saying once the message is over.
Yeah, I was gonna tell y'all guys. It was like, oh no, I trust you guys. Just read my mind. All right, here's the deal.
Close.
Hey, this is the place, but I need you all to scout out the perimeter of the horny halfling. That's me.
I think we all know what it looks like.
No, I mean to watch it.
We've all been there except for
I'll go inside with you and just be a part.
Just
strictly
pretend you're not with me.
Well, yeah, of course. I would gladly not associate.
That's what I do on a daily basis.
I love that comment.
How
I'll,
is it any different than a normal day?
I'm gonna do some. I'll disguise myself. You'll know who I am when you take a look.
As long as you guys are there, I don't even have to know you're there.
She doesn't even know what any of our party members look like, so only you'll know this person.
Maybe she investigated Leon.
She did know to
She
send a
is
message,
intelligent. She's a councilman for a reason.
and she did
Don't
know
be
to send the
ridiculous.
message to Johnathan, despite
Okay,
the fact.
surprise, surprise. I was gonna make myself look like Ajax.
See, that was what I guess.
So then look like Ajax.
Disguise self, I look like Ajax.
He's even got his hammer. He's even got his head.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
Actually, I think I have it. It's in the bag of holding, right?
No, we buried everything. But like,
I know.
it's still in there. Oh no!
I've got a new bowling ball.
It's fucked.
This is why Shemlos missed.
We will immediately get struck by lightning.
Smite! Alright. So with that, I inform everyone, and then I begin to make my way towards the worst location on demand.
Or the best location.
I hate strip clubs.
Oh man, is that what
We're
that
not
is?
going to the right ones.
I've never actually been to one, so yay!
So you guys head to the Horny Halfling.
Right, let's let him head out first, and then we
Okay.
go a little bit.
Okay. So you arrive there first. The building, fairly well constructed. Looks like a nice place from the outside. Not very ostentatious from the outside.
I don't know that word.
Gaudy,
Fancy.
fancy.
Okay.
It's pretty bougie.
I was gonna say I almost know that word. Forgot.
Boojul.
But it does say above it in a nicely made sign, the Horny Halfling.
I've been here.
Vulgar.
As you
Yes, you
enter the first door,
Yeah.
you open the door, and it is simply a hallway.
There's
It goes about 50
Minotaur,
feet, and there is a Minotaur sitting on a stool in front of another door. The door behind you closes. You walk up.
Just kind of hang my head in
He,
shame.
he holds out his hand for the cover charge.
How much?
Gold.
One?
No, 2.
All of it.
Two, because there's mine and there's him. His name is Cold. Ha ha. Oh boy, roll 20 is down. Not roll 20, D&D Beyond.
You can mark it off later. Just remember.
Alright.
So you give him a gold.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I just knock him out and I walk.
Okay. Roll for initiative.
Sweet.
He's a level
Wrong.
20.
Yeah. So he swings the door open for you, and you are assaulted by a wall of sound.
Yep.
As even at this hour in the morning, the music is a thumping. And you make your way inside. The lights are just pew, 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 pew going off.
Please, just like as soon as you walk past the first door, nothing. As soon as you get to the second door, he opens it. You hear.
Yep, pretty much.
Wind it back, it's like a strong wind.
Yeah.
I just imagine the like jellyfish invasion of SpongeBob's house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically.
So you walk in there, and the lights are going, they're going off and everything, so colored lights everywhere. But you've been in here before. Oddly, even though everything is going off, it does seem like it is a little bit muted. Just a little bit. As if they recognize that, okay, you probably are coming in, if you're coming in here this early, you probably still have a hangover, so we're going to turn it down 2 decibels, and and the lights will turn off 3 of them.
Okay.
You know. But
Save power.
yeah. But other than that, it is still pretty wild. But over against one wall, you do notice there is actually some regular light coming down, being directed down from some sconces that actually have lanterns posted on them and some mirrors to kind of help direct the light. Nice down onto what looks like a large buffet table that has these iron platters, and underneath the iron platters are several candles, and then in there you can see kind of smoke rising off of it and the smell of some fairly decent meats and other breakfast foods.
I love meat for breakfast.
But here's
Eat
the
it,
Horny
yo.
Halfling. You are here. Where are you going?
I'm gonna find that bitch, look around.
Okay. Give me a perception.
Yeah. I should have this bonus memorized by now. That's a fat. Man.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. The lights and everything and the sound, it's a little bit distracting. You don't seem to notice. I mean, surprisingly, there are still quite a few people here at this hour.
Yeah.
So you don't seem to notice the particular person you're looking for. But as you're walking around for a bit, kind of trying to see if you can see Councilman Antoinette, you get a tug at the sleeve on your left arm. And you look over and you see a fully cloaked, hooded
I
figure.
figured.
You, in the lights in this place and with that hood where it is, you cannot see the face. But what you do see is sticking out of the long sleeves of this robe is fairly delicate looking hands in tight black gloves. And just over the sound of the music, you hear, "This way, quickly." And she just turns and walks.
Alright. Yep, I follow.
Okay. She actually leads you through the inner back door. And standing there, on the other side of the back, that inner back door, you see the owner of the Horny Halfling, who you have seen once before. He is standing there. He looks up at the figure, nods, give me a perception check.
15.
Okay. She tries to do it on the down low, but you notice she slips him a small pouch. And he turns, walks to a room down the hallway about 10 feet, pulls a key, unlocks it, swings the door open, then turns and walks down the rest of the hallway and around a corner.
Okay.
The hooded figure walks down the hallway, turns into the room.
I follow.
And once you get in the room, the door closes behind you. And she pulls her hood back. It is Councilman Antoinette.
What?
What? And she says, "I'm sorry for bringing you here, but
No worry.
I assume you got my message."
Yes. Though I am curious how you knew I was connected to young Johnathan.
I'm curious as to why you gave me the name Thancred.
I like to do that from time to time.
Now, regardless of your real identity or not, your tip seems to have borne fruit. As, well, I am worried about my undercover agent from the Watchers. As mentioned, he has not contacted me now in 4 days. The last he relayed to me is that he saw a young man that he described to me as one that is known to be a, shall we say, doer of deeds for Councilman Batias. Handles business on the down. He also noticed quite a lot of security around that ship that I mentioned.
That makes sense.
So it's... I'm concerned about what has happened to him. I also want to know what this means. Do not want to put any of the Watchers at risk. You understand, while some of them are indeed quite skilled, they are not as skilled as those that do this for money.
Regardless of skill
Those such
level.
as yourself.
Look, regardless of skill level, Councilman Antoinette, you can count on me. I know that having an official force, it's not always in your best interest to expend them. So I'm here for you.
Good.
Smiles.
If you can, please find the young man and get him out of that situation, and whatever else you can find out, especially if there is truly a link back to Matthias. If you can get evidence of that, that will be key.
I'll work my best.
She reaches into the folds of her robes, pulls out another pouch, and hands it to you. She says, "This is for expenses, anything you may need to complete this mission. Please do it quickly. It's been 4 days. If they know who he is and what he's doing there, who knows what they've done to him."
I take the pouch
Okay.
with a quick
It's-
nod.
Decently heavy. I mean, unless you look into it, you don't know exactly how much, but it's
Right.
decently heavy.
I'm not gonna look into it. I feel like that's unprofessional.
Okay.
Count this
1,
through.
2, 3.
You've shorted me like 5 gold.
Yeah.
What do you get? Like 15 gold.
What about the gold for the door will come in here?
So,
So while you're in there,
All right.
how long did you wait before you began to follow?
It takes how long to get to the Hardy Halfling from the...
45 minutes to get to the bowl, and that's
So, would give him a 15-minute head start.
That would have been trailing him by like a minute.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll go whenever they
Okay.
want to go.
I will say I
oh,
am
that's so quick.
not hanging
Listen.
outside the horny half
Peter, I'm a follower.
like shopping around the bowl. I'm not going to
Okay.
be too far, but like I'm shopping. I'm not.
You're looking at
to read.
Okay. So you're a couple hundred feet, maybe. Okay. And the three of you, are you just kind of hanging outside the horny halfling? Is anyone going in?
Oh, I'm 100% going in.
He's
You're
going
going
in. I'll say you two guys go in. I'm gonna make myself
I
look.
don't want to go in.
Well, you want to do the perimeter look while I go in with gold then?
I mean,
guess.
there,
I'll walk
there's
around.
2 entrances. Why don't you each cover an entrance?
I thought you wanted to go in.
No, I'm not going in. I can't be seen in there. They know my face too well. That's why.
Didn't you transform into someone else?
No. I was saving that to this moment. So when before we get to the Hardy Halfling, I'll go into an alleyway. I'll leave my clothing look the same, but I'll make myself look like Ajax, which is a furbolg, and I'll have my hood up, and then I'll walk. And
Okay, I think it's simple. I'll
So
go
you're
back.
in. So you're going inside.
I'll take the back door. He takes the front door.
Yeah, I guess I'll just log it around.
Okay.
Awkwardly. Oh, hello there, guys.
Like, yeah,
Roll.
just kind of doing that.
Gold. When you get inside, you walk down the hall. Minotaur.
Think.
Door opens. Wall of sound hits you. And as you get in there, I mean, you're kind of distracted by the wall of sound at first. But I need a wisdom save.
I don't like those.
Is he being scried on? I think he's being scried on.
Oh, okay.
Instant death.
Yeah, my dice didn't roll. It just landed flat.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It said,
Why
fine.
not
You're
use the
still-
dice tower?
Splat. Yeah.
You know what? Why not use the dice tower?
Maybe not. Okay, I was like, don't put the metal die in.
We're not using the dice tower.
What'd you hit?
That was that one.
Good thing that wasn't 4 either.
Don't know way.
Oh, by the way, stream. I painted a dice tower. Look.
It looks so nice.
Very pretty.
Steampunk.
Team stunk.
Steampunk.
A nice weight to
Punk,
it
punk.
too.
Punk slug.
It's nice and funky.
Slunk putt.
Punk skunk.
This is where gold instantly
Okay.
drops to the floor dead.
So
Let's get him up the.
that is good to know. So that happens, and then Leon, you enter in, just kind of hanging out. You catch the inner back door closing, and give me a perception check. Actually, what's your passive?
Like
Do I need
37.
one?
Your passive is
21.
Yeah, remember he's
Wow.
eyeball.
Yeah,
That's right.
remember I see everything.
Yeah, he's eyeballs.
you catch the just a quick glimpse of Leon's coat as the door closes behind him.
I will scan the room and see if anybody is taking particular note to those two heading back there.
Doesn't seem like it.
Alright, I'm just gonna hang out at the bar and observe.
Okay. After handing you the pouch, all of a sudden you see Councilman Antoinette goes, shit! No. Oh no.
What's wrong?
Someone was trying to watch us. Or at least me. That means they know I'm involved. Shit! She pulls her hood up, she says, and goes for the door, and then looks at you and says, please complete this mission. Opens the door, bolts down the hallway. Out the
Yeah,
back
I
door.
want to talk to her about something.
It was her husband.
As the back door opens, you said you were around back?
Yep.
You see the back door fly open right as you kind of start walking down the back alley, and a hooded, robed figure
That's sus.
runs out the back door. And there is another figure standing there, leaning against the wall, who is also cloaked with a hood covering them. And as soon as this figure comes out, you see the one leaning against the wall kind of grab their hand and they begin running together down the
I'm
alleyway.
gonna cast Sending on Tomur because I assumed he'd be taking the outside perimeter ahead of time,
Mm-hmm.
and shout.
Mind
Mark
shit.
off the sending slot real quick.
There's exclamation points in this text.
Spell.
Don't kill, don't kill, don't kill, don't kill.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's Antoinette. Do not give chase.
She was waiting for, someone else was waiting for her outside. They both grabbed hands
I
and
don't know
looked.
what fucking you're counting.
I
Like,
don't know how the
Someone else
you were doing
was
like
waiting for her
One
outside.
count for every 2 to 3 words there.
They were also they
Worked their heart.
grabbed each other's hands and booked it together.
That's close enough.
I just happen to know that they ran past you and no one else.
Sending, you are a godsend. Ing.
After
And as you're observing them, they get to the end of the alleyway, and Patch, what's your passive?
also high.
I mean,
Also pretty high. 17.
it's awesome.
Okay. You notice a horse and carriage, and there's, quite a bit of traffic around. You're basically looking into the center of the bowl. There's markets, there's people. Even this early in the morning, there's quite a bit of traffic. You notice a horse and carriage that is kind of off to the side. The reason it catches your attention is because it all of a sudden just like picks up and starts booking. And it goes alongside the horny halfling. So Pat, as you're standing out front, you just see it go right towards the side of it, like along the back. You see a carriage pull up to a sudden stop at the end of the alley. And both the figures, the door flies open and they hop in this carriage. And the carriage then takes off again.
Is that retroactive or is that a second character?
No, it's the same carriage.
Okay.
You wouldn't know that for sure because you're not at the back alley, but yeah.
Quickly look around to see if any of my compatriots are there. They are not, I assume.
They are not.
What are you doing in all this?
Shut
Well,
up.
with 17 perception, you would see Persephone staring through a window at a shop about 150 feet away.
I mean, if I took after them, I would have to know hands.
not a horse.
No, unless I turned into a horse.
So I only see that. Does anybody else come out the back door? Anything around the area look suspicious after that figure books out? All right, I'm gonna make my way towards the front, back to Patch.
Can I take note of anything that might distinguish that carriage from any other carriage?
I will ask for a perception check now to see if you noticed any details.
I got a 21 total.
That carriage, the only thing you pick up from it is it seemed like it was vague on purpose. Like it was basic on purpose. There was nothing outstanding at all. So much so that it didn't really look like it was, part of it. It looked a little out of place to you because it was so innocuous.
What's with the expressions, guys?
The thing that you did get from it though, is if you saw the horses again, you could recognize them.
Good.
Because each animal is always a little bit unique. Even if
And
they
Patch
are.
would appreciate
Yeah.
that.
And you're like, those are fine steeds. And, oh, look,
Those
I can
are
tell, look at the
fine
look,
horses.
look, that one, look at the pattern on that. You would pick it up.
And I wouldn't have tried to like jump onto the side of this carriage because I have no
Oh, it's
idea who
it's
they
like,
are.
It's like 20 feet away from you to begin with.
It jumped that.
Well, yeah, you could.
That's a bonus action. But I'm not going to because I have no idea if this is actually an important mark or not, which is why I'm taking a mental note of it.
Okay.
Taking in the patterns of the horses and what's on the cart and whatnot. So I'm just going to take it in and go, wonder what they were in a hurry for.
Right.
I assume you're running up at this point?
No, I'm walking casually back towards you, like not to cause a scene, and I'll
What's
explain
happening?
everything.
For you, real quick. Give me a perception check.
Fireball. Just detonates the right.
60.
So, in the bowl, where you guys are, outside, Patch, you happen to be out front. As all this is transpiring, basically, let's look at it this way. Up here, here's the horny halfling. Patch, you are right out front. Over on the carriage goes along this side, towards the back of the horny half. You, Tomur, were over here going along the back alley. The carriage went shh, like this. For Stephanie, you were up here, looking in a shop right here. You were actually close to the carriage when it started. As that carriage starts taking off, it makes enough of a racket, a scene, because it kind of just jumps to life and goes. You do glance over there. And one of the things you notice, you see a shadow kind of move onto the back of it and hide amongst where luggage would be stacked.
Uh-oh.
Murder.
But other than that, you have no idea what that all is all about.
In other breaking news,
Something you noticed.
the recent passing of Councilman Antoinette at the hands of a rogue fireball explosion has brought to the city of Kyber.
Necessary casualty.
Let's carry forward.
Okay?
I message whatever the closest boy to me is.
You
How
would
we
know
doing,
where
boys?
you would know where Patch is, and he's just
Patch
out of
is
range,
close.
so you'd have to move a little closer.
How we doing, boys?
There was a carriage that went by suspiciously fast, but other than
Yeah.
that, nothing real excited's happened.
Something jumped on that carriage.
Oh, that's a little
I don't
weird.
know if that's
What
relevant.
kind of something?
It's-
I mean, something had to be in the carriage. It was being driven.
Well, I would assume so.
What kind of something?
Like dark shadow. I don't know. I mean, it seemed normal.
Well, that's rarely a good thing.
By this point in the conversation, Tomur, you finally make it around to the front of the building where Patch is.
Who are you talking
Me?
Percy?
She's like over there at the corner, and
Oh, sorry. We're doing this in message, aren't we?
yeah, you said your message.
Yeah, no. I forgot.
Oh, and you wouldn't know I was talking to
I-
anyone.
Well, I mean, you're like whispering, but yeah.
You don't think that message?
No, not
Technically,
really.
no.
Yeah.
about?
Oh,
A message you have to like whisper what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, sending's way better.
Okay, I got the
Mine's
stuff.
Mine's a cantrip.
Okay, fair enough.
He's got a spell.
And it's got a range of 120
I
feet.
have to spend a third level spell
Did you,
slot to do that.
Did you see that carriage was by here?
Yeah, I did actually. And,
I'll-
Percy actually saw something
Okay.
a little extra, it sounds like. Apparently there was some kind of shadowy figure that hopped in with them. Well, I wouldn't know who them is. Who was on the carriage?
Fuck if I know.
That's
assume I don't know.
very bad. I will bring them in
We
closer.
played a long game of telephone between
I'm
all.
gonna-
Who was on the carriage?
I'm gonna bring them in closer and just whisper. Listen. This Lady Antoinette.
Actually, it's councilman. She
Whatever.
worked for that title.
Councilwoman.
Councilwoman
No, it's
Antoinette.
councilman.
If something that was not supposed to be on that cart hopped on that cart,
It's something.
her life might be in danger. We need to tell Leon as soon as he comes out ASAP.
I attempt
Wait,
to
should I
message
should I
Leon.
follow?
Okay, he's within range.
Ah, cool. Hey, your girl might be in trouble.
My girl,
The fucking lady you were with 2 seconds ago.
Antoinette. Yes. Elaborate, please.
Trouble. Shadow. Evil. Chase. Run. Elaborate.
That was so bad.
All you had to say was that a shadow jumped on the
Yeah,
card. That's all I have to know.
I feel like that's what I said.
Shadow jump.
That was a
evil.
very courtesy response, though. Can't blame her for staying.
Okay.
Thank you, Percy.
I gave you a warning. Choose to do with it as you wish.
Tell him that Patch.
Are you running out at this time?
I would start running out because
Out the front or back?
Patch, can you horse?
it was out the back that she came, right?
Well,
Are they
you were
still,
still in the room. She basically bolted. You don't know which way she went.
Are they even still slightly in sight, or do I know which way?
The carriage is, I mean, it's way south.
Because what I'm trying to do, I'm just pop out the back and try to get these guys' attention because I happen to know where she lives.
Mm.
I'm a stalker.
So you're going to pop out the back.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Okay,
say,
nobody's out the back.
don't make this weird.
Run to the front.
I was like, our message is still kind of.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, don't make this weird to Leon, and I'm gonna turn into a war horse.
Hold on, before you leave,
Double
someone's got
time
to tell
after
Gold.
and 60,
It's
60 bays.
Fine.
Refreshing. Solitude.
Percent call Gold.
It's fine.
Enjoying your time.
The,
Hello?
Gold. Leon and the bunny left.
I'm outside now.
Should probably stop the whorehousing.
You know I'm not one to whorehouse.
Haven't left just yet.
yeah, he just came out the back.
And
Oh, we have not left.
Oh,
We
He
should
just
probably
went out the
have-
back.
I'm
You
running
guys are
out
out
of the
front.
front, yeah.
He's got it's time. It takes
Well,
time.
Okay,
well,
fair enough.
I think
Then I haven't done what I
out
did
here.
yet.
All right.
Gold doesn't seem like he wants to come out here, guys.
And you know, you're
I
looking
have
around.
finished my trade.
You're looking around. It's morning shift.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's not
Yeah, that's why I
actually.
was like, why are they even open?
Yeah. Not the greatest, talent up there.
Man, put that on your resume. Day shift stripper.
Yeah.
They're no longer in sight by the time he gets out, and we're actually moving. Then I'm not going to bother. doing
Yeah,
what I
but
did.
like I said,
Well,
it
I
is
mean-
way down already.
I know the direction too.
Okay.
So I can just. Oddly enough, you know Ratatouille, right? This way, this way.
Okay, so we're still doing that plan.
I mean, you can become a horse, dude. I can't run that fast.
So
Yeah.
by the time you get around the back of the building up to the front, you've messaged Gold. Gold has come out. You all are out front of the horny halfling. And that is where we're going to take our break.
Okie dokie.
So, anyone who's watching, we appreciate you watching. And we're going to take about a 10-minute break here. If you wish to help support the channel, we would love to hear your super chats. And we will read them out after the break in funny voices.
I'm ready.
And we are more than willing to hear what you like about what's going on and the story so far for Atavar Ascension. Or do your worst. Tell us we suck. We'd
Okay.
love to hear your worst insults. Go ahead and super chat those, and we will read them out. So we will see you guys in just about 10 minutes. All right, we are back from our break. Welcome back, everyone. So,
Thank you.
as we said, we will read off any super chats. I don't see any super chats, so sorry. Not gonna
All
read
of
them.
your chats are super.
They are.
Yeah.
But
So sweet.
nope. So no super chats to read off. That's okay.
I was ready for this. You guys just teased me.
But okay, so you guys were out in front of the horny halfling. The horses and carriage are out of
East?
sight from where you're at. I mean, they went down the street that went to the north, and you're basically on the south side of the horny halfling looking into the bowl, so it's like they're around a corner, so you don't see where they went. But they went that direction.
Jason,
That's me.
primeval awareness.
Okay.
Sprinkle awareness.
You don't get any hits except for someone right next to you.
Hey.
It's not a demon or dragon.
It's
Or
not.
dragon.
You're
At
shadow.
this point, I am transformed to the horse,
Okay.
and I am ready to go.
You guys see Patch all of a sudden turn into a freaking warhorse.
Like the Animorph, just the in between.
I'm gonna take Leon and just grab him, just put him on the horse, and just go. Yeah.
Well, you notice
Well, wait, we can
people
fit two
give some
people
strange looks as
I can't fit on there.
Patch all of a sudden turns into a horse.
Gold, get on the horse. Yeah.
I gallantly jump onto the horse, hair flowing in the
Like a
wind,
slow mo.
while I put my arms around Leon.
Fabio.
Right?
It was at this moment
Take off.
that Leon understood. The one for him was not a girl named Dee, nor a tavern wench, or some other, but a man, a deeply masculine, filled with testosterone elven man, whose name
Could an elfin filled with testosterone.
Yeah.
You just countered.
You lost me.
yourself.
whose name could only be represented by the second most valuable currency within the campaign world, gold.
It's a love novel called Heart of Gold.
Roll D100.
Oh no.
That was good though.
I'm gonna look
Yeah,
at,
I know, but still, you gotta roll.
I'm gonna stick with Persephone. You message us back and forth, let us know the info. We'll get there as fast as we can.
So-
I'm not casting sending
Alright,
anymore.
well, message until he's 120 feet away, then we're fucked.
Yeah.
That's like 3 away, shit.
So what'd you get?
13.
So,
I take off
You-
as fast as this horse will allow.
so you three are
Also, where are we going?
booking it,
Just follow us! If you can!
barreling down the streets. You two on the
I
back
shut up,
of
heck not.
Patch the Warhorse
I mean, I messaged it, so you didn't have to yell, but alright.
Heck not.
as
Horse noises.
as you are attempting to guide him through the traffic that's already out in the streets,
No, wrong turn! You fucking idiot!
and
He
you know,
slaps you with a tail.
to the destination of Councilman Antoinette's home that you know where it's at. That's where you're attempting to go, and you're still trying to dodge through traffic
Just like-
without barreling over people or running into anything.
There's like a cart in front of me. Get the fuck off the road!
So it's a good thing.
For you, it's like a fucking mech inside the horse.
So it's a good thing that you retain your intelligence
Yeah.
from the wild chain,
All 12.
because otherwise you would need to be making animal handling checks to steer him.
Oh no!
However, Patch, you do have to
I can dodge on.
you do have to make a couple dexterity checks.
Luckily,
Can I make an
I
animal
have
handling
lucky
check
bone.
on him to lower his DC?
I'll allow it.
Alright.
Would I be able to help with my knowledge of maneuvering horses on wagons?
It's not quite the same as doing them individually and being in the back seat.
Yeah, I can
But
backseat
yeah.
drive.
It's
save.
you know what? Give me a performance check.
By the way, 19.
Okay.
Are those dex saves?
Those are actually acrobatics checks.
Man. What is the
7.
7.
For instance, not my strong suit.
Okay. So you are attempting to assist Patch the horse in maneuvering by, letting him know where you're going so that he can try to choose the appropriate
Like I
path.
told you, I'm ratatouilleing him.
Yes. At the same time, though,
Gold's backseat.
you're getting backseat driving advice that is almost exactly opposite to what you're trying to do.
What are you talking about? No, you don't even know where we're going. Ah,
What'd you get for your first acrobatics check?
4.
there's a market stall.
I'm saying,
I just
wrap
plowed
the
through some little
rein
kid in
further
gray.
back so it hurts the
There's
horse.
no rain.
You,
This is bareback riding.
Don't worry, Granny. We'll make it across the street.
Oh, God.
Oh my god. Ah, yeah.
Patch, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage
Ouch.
as you barrel into kind of the side of a small cart and spill all their cabbages.
I knew it.
My
Yes.
And you hear my cabbages. All right, but then you.
I say sorry, but it comes out as a horse.
All right, yep. You continue barreling down the street, and you're making some progress. You're dodging in and out. I need another acrobatics check.
Is this disturbing the peace?
What if you get caught?
Look, there won't be peace if a council person ends up dead.
I gotta roll a 15, but since the horse's dex is one less, it'd actually be a 14.
Okay. You very nearly run over a small child that is walking in the street,
Oh wait, no, I think my proficient. No, it's not proficient. Never mind.
but manage to kind of turn just a little bit, just in time, to kind of move right past this poor little girl who's probably like 5 years old, standing there looking up. Her hair just kind of blows back because you're literally inches from her. Your tail actually kind of brushes the top of her hair.
Knocks her ice cream off the
Yeah.
code.
And she's just standing there like this, wide-eyed as that happened. And she just doesn't move. You actually notice from the back of the horse, she's just sitting. She's not screaming. She's not crying. She's just frozen in place now. You continue to move through the streets. You're making good progress. You're actually coming away from the bowl a little bit, so the traffic isn't quite as thick because that's the main market area. So there's a lot of people working down there and people shopping and doing their daily things in the morning that they need to do. You're getting into slightly more residential, so there is some traffic, but it's not nearly as difficult. And you manage to be maneuvering through. Leon turning you as needed down a street, heading a little bit to the west, back up to the right. I need perception checks from all three of you.
That's when horse drifting began.
And Gold, you're actually at disadvantage from being behind Leon.
Ooh, I got a 24.
You know what I got? 24.
Whoa.
Not 20. So.
We're so perceptive.
It's gonna be really funny. 24. You took away my net 20, bastard.
Sorry.
We all got 24s?
Yeah,
How did you take your net 20?
You get the
Disadvantage.
advantage.
yeah, because he's behind Leon,
Oh.
and they're basically about the same height. So he's trying to look around as you are moving, and it's difficult. But all three of you actually see way down in the distance.
There.
You catch the back of a cart that's a horse and cart that seems to be booking it. It's got to be 300-400 feet away, but you see it.
I cast haste. I'm just kidding, I don't have the spell. I wish.
Long stride.
Hey,
I'm
Leon,
not gonna listen.
Persephone said he was in the luggage holder, right? Or the back of the carriage.
From what I remember, yes.
Get us closer.
Working on
Right.
it.
While
Angry
that
voice
is
closes.
happening, what are you two doing?
I have a question first.
7,
Um,
but I use different units.
well,
Yes.
I'm reading it. Can I turn into something that can fly? Because I don't see
Polymorph?
anything that says
Absolutely.
I
More if you can.
Absolutely.
can. Okay. The cough.
Well, what are you turning into?
Do the giant owl.
Fucking crow or an eagle. Some
Here.
normal ass bird.
A normal ass bird.
I mean,
Here. The
You gotta
Imagine-
pick something.
Fast bird.
from
Fast
that
horse,
page
cute as on a
on,
horse, and then in the background,
it starts
like,
at Raven.
Technically, you can polymorph into
I
anything
can't go
that you have
werewolf in
seen.
the, in the
I have
dead
cards
morning.
for a
Yeah.
lot of them already.
Good.
I would say just go like eagle or something.
Oh, you probably haven't seen a giant owl, but
yeah, I mean, a giant eagle, assuming I've seen one before, sounds great.
I will say you've seen an eagle
Or
before,
a
and
normal
you.
sized eagle.
Do you want to do normal size? Or do you want to do giant?
Well, I didn't know I was allowed to do giant. If I...
well, polymorph you don't have to have seen it.
That will. You have to know it exists.
I don't think she would have known
An
it existed.
eagle
I mean,
of
like,
sorts.
How can I polymorph into a giant squid if I don't know that there's such a thing as a giant squid?
You read about it.
But that means you know it exists.
Okay.
Eagle of sorts, normal is fine. A giant
Well,
eagle, I have the stats for. If I'm allowed to do a
I'm
giant
just saying
eagle,
you
I
have to
will do a
pick. You
giant
have to pick
eagle.
what size are you?
Giant eagle.
Giant eagle. Okay, so you polymorph into a giant eagle. You know
Yeah.
An eagle, but bigger.
Can I get on top of her?
As a giant
Yeah,
eagle,
yeah,
yes,
she
you
can
could.
carry you.
Yeah, I'm
She
getting
can-
on top.
It's got the great drops you.
I didn't know it was a large beast.
Yeah.
It is.
I see this now.
I'm getting
It is a
on
giant
top of
eagle.
Persephone, which is
Alright.
different.
One of the wings references in this episode are gonna be insane.
Caw.
So you turn into
Some of
a
your
giant eagle.
riders.
And really, I would have done this as soon as they left. I wouldn't have waited till they were halfway
Yeah.
there.
Mhm. That's
Yeah,
what I was going to
Intelligence of
assume.
the giant eagle is pretty high, right?
Mhm.
Among
It's actually
birds.
high enough that
-1.
No.
So 8, yeah.
an 8, not a -1. 8 is the stat.
I'm sorry. I don't have
Negative
that.
one. He's
I have the bonus.
Immediately crash.
Yeah,
I have the bonus, not the.
yeah.
Tried
it's
to
an-
run after it.
It's an
with
8,
eagle
so
feet.
you're actually,
He's up soon.
even
not now.
though
I'm good. I'm still.
as polymorph, you take on the
I'll finish him.
stats of the
Yeah,
animal
you don't get to
completely.
keep the
You're
grow
Not
in.
the
Yeah, you're not
But the big
you're not
birds
dumb.
are smart.
you're not dumb like, oh, I turn into a little toad or something like that, or a goldfish. So you're actually intelligent enough to, and because you do retain your personality still, but you're intelligent enough to be able to know, okay, I know what I'm going to do and what I want to do, and yeah, I can do it.
So before I transform, I'm gonna say to you before, in case I fuck it up, we're going to Eggnut, and then I transform into an eagle.
I hop on her back.
Okay. So
You want to get
This happens-
tactfully drop.
this happened within a few moments of these three taking off.
Also, awesome, by the way.
That happens when I get to
As-
choose teleport.
Yeah.
As you jump onto Persephone's back,
Perceptible.
the Persephone, and you take off into the air, you definitely draw a bunch of looks from this.
I'm sure.
I
It's a fucking.
still look like a furball. We're
Yeah.
good.
And
I'm the eagle.
you fly up into the air. How high up are you going?
Just high enough to be over the buildings. I mean, I don't need to be anything crazy.
Nothing crazy. Okay, so you go maybe 60 feet up.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Just- You got a little distance between the buildings that you're not like skimming
yeah, I
up.
want to see stuff, but
Okay.
not gonna have to flying
So-
hazards.
You can clearly see the trio here booking it in the horse. You see them sideswipe a cabbage cart, just about run over a small child. But then, kind of as they are breaking into the more housing area, residential area of this portion of the city, you are clearly able to beat them speed-wise, and you're just kind of flying above them. I need perception checks from both of you.
I was like, am I able to catch up to the other wagon? That's a 16.
Perception?
You actually, as a
Oh,
eagle,
I'm sorry,
have
I used-
advantage on sight checks, so
Oh.
Yeah.
and it's a perception +4 for the eagle.
Oh, so it was a dirty 20 then. I
Um,
used mine because I forgot to
yeah.
use his stats that are
18 for me.
directly in
Okay.
front of me.
So you can see the cart clearly.
I will follow that.
You see movement. You think it's a cart, but you're not exactly sure. But Persephone seems to be kind of making a beeline for it, so you can assume it is. But you don't have as good of a view on it. You guys are 60 feet. You guys are 60 feet in the air, and right now you're kind of hovering over where these three are. So you're 300 to 400 feet away, you think. But you guys know where it's at.
I do have a fly speed of 80 feet. If
I
that's
do.
right.
I know you do.
80. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Yeah, giant eagle, man.
Yeah, it was better. It was a little better than a crow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think werewolf form I could huck at that part. Jesus.
Yeah, she's got double your speed. She can do 160 in a round.
So at this point, we are going into a chase.
Ooh.
So, what we're going to do is, this is a little different. Now, we have two groups here. We have the trio, and we have our flying duo. Okay? Now, in reality, your quarry isn't necessarily running from you, but they are running.
Yeah.
And you're trying to catch up.
It will be as soon as they see us because they're gonna think we're trying to get them.
So
Just a casual
in
giant
each-
eagle being ridden by
in each group,
a purple. Nothing normal.
in each group, what I will need is for each group to make a decision amongst their group on what they are going to do in order to try to close the gap. Now, between the two groups, the way it will work is group one we'll call the trio on the ground. Now, round one, decide what you want to do. Round two, you cannot do the exact same thing.
Oh shit. I
Round
can
three,
only
you
try
cannot do
8
the exact
times.
same thing as round two. Round four, you cannot do the exact same thing as round three. Get the picture? Same thing is going to apply to you guys, but yours is completely separate.
I have to stop running because I can't
Okay.
do the same
We
thing.
can't.
Okay? Now, you want to get, for each group here, it's basically separate chases. For each group, you want to get 3 successes before you get 3 failures. They are going to be trying to evade any capture, so they are going to be booking it too. Okay?
Taking messages. Horse noises.
So,
I mean, Venusaur.
So here what we're going to do is we are going to first, I need from group 1, the ground group.
Yep.
I need a group initiative check. So the highest initiative roll out of your group. And I will need for group 2 to do the same thing, the highest out of you two.
Yeah.
Versus
Ooh.
Councilman Antoinette's carriage.
Natural 20 for a 25.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Ooh.
I got an 11.
Okay. So we got a 25.
19.
25 and 19. Okay, so the order will be ground group, you guys, and they rolled low, so they are last, which is advantage to you. All right, so ground group.
All right, I need to do something immediately. I cast sending on Councilman Antoinette,
Okay.
and I say, "Heads up, we are pursuing your carriage. A shadowy figure was spotted jumping into your cargo hold. Please exercise caution and, if possible, slow down."
Okay. So you make a sending roll. First, I'm going to need to. Is this agreed that you guys? This is your action.
Yeah, I got no problem with that.
I thought we each.
Actually,
No.
focusing very
No,
hard
it's
on not
the-
bulldozing children.
Okay.
Group just
Does that work?
What are you gonna do? Kick him off the horse?
Okay.
How dare you cast sending?
Voted off the island.
Gold, suplex him.
So I'll need a
Just-
persuasion check from you.
Okay.
Right into
I'm
the back feet, and I just
a
buck.
little okay at
So
those.
it's the next zip
Like
code.
a combo move in Mortal Kombat.
Suplex him off the back as you're behind me.
17.
Okay. So with that, you get a response back, as sending can do,
Yes.
and you hear, "Little busy right now,"
Fingers.
and that's all she says.
All right.
Stop so we can help.
However,
I mean, horse noises.
that was a success. So you have ground group has 1 success. Air group.
I think I'm gonna fly 160 feet
That one.
closer.
So that's your action.
I would imagine we're not close enough to do anything else of any use right now.
All I'm doing
Yeah.
is bringing up my light crossbow.
Just
Just
do the
Okay.
evil nosedive.
Yeah, like,
100.
caca.
So, dash.
So I am going to
Yeah,
need from
full dash.
So I'm gonna need from you, and remember you are an
Yep,
eagle.
yep, I got the stats up.
I am going to need from you a wisdom check, straight wisdom check, and its stats. It's got a +2.
Yep, that's it. 11.
Okay.
Caca.
As you are attempting to fly to catch up to it, you're moving forward, and you don't know exactly where it's going, and it makes a sharp left.
Caca.
And so you actually kind of, and that's up ahead, so you actually have to adjust course because you were just booking it straight forward, and then you have to kind of swing around this way. So you don't really get much closer this round. So that is 1 failure for you guys.
Unfortunate.
Well, I can't fly next turn, so.
The driver of the cart.
Ripples instantly.
Okay, that is good to know.
Is it good?
It's good for me to know.
Hmm.
Ground crew. Your next action. What do you decide to do as a group?
What do you guys think?
Just focusing on not bulldozing kids.
I could make a
He's-
perception or survival check to point out things in the road.
Patch is kind of indisposed, so
See if I can point out like possible upcoming dangers with a perception check. How about that?
All right.
Right.
Sweet. All right. I'll allow that. So go ahead and make your roll.
That is a 21.
You look ahead and you are easily able to point out upcoming obstacles, which allows Patch, as you're kind of, shouting out on your right, on your left. Okay, oh, I noticed they turned, which allows Patch to kind of anticipate and like scoot over to one way or the other, avoiding things while maintaining top speed.
Patch horse best.
That is
that's right.
Catch force.
second success.
Hell yeah. Group 1, baby.
Okay,
Alpha group.
I'm gonna say the air support.
I was just gonna make an animal handling check to help, like what he's doing for him.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to help steer her. If I could either make a perception check or something.
Yeah,
Guide her.
my
Well, what is it,
other-
perception or animal handling?
I was like, my other idea was maybe use my insight plus his smell to like see if we can anticipate where they're gonna go.
You have to decide on what you're gonna do.
Like, that's
Remember, you have the brain of an eagle, right?
Well,
I'm
yes,
gonna-
but I
your
do have
personality.
keen sight.
Right. But
I say we save that for next round. I'm just gonna do the animal handling check.
Well, next round we can move again.
What are you talking about? You can still. You're.
Yeah,
it's
your movement
implied
is
you're constantly moving.
yeah,
We were joking when we said you just
Oh.
fall to the ground. It gets flying.
which is why it was actually a fairly difficult check for you to make it. And
Because you didn't try.
I'm just gonna animal
Well,
handling
I
check
tried
her to
to
help her
Okay.
guide her the right way.
Very well. Roll.
I believe in you. Okay, 19.
Yeah.
All right. As you kind of go the wrong way for a bit because you weren't expecting them to turn, Tomur, on this round, starts paying more attention to them, and he actually starts kind of giving you some signals and guidance, like you would a horse.
First time he's written.
And
Fine.
please.
And instinctually, your eagle senses kind of kick in, and you just kind of, oh, yeah, this way.
Oh shit.
You now have a success.
You're right.
You now have one success. So we've got one success, one failure, and two successes here.
Oh, I was
The
being
carriage
tracked.
driver,
Oof.
That's no good.
all right,
Is dead.
ground crew.
Ground crew. Group 1 height.
This is ground crew to air control.
All right.
Air control is fucked. Have
I
a
just
good
bit
day.
my tongue.
We're going to experience some turbulence.
What is your choice to do this round?
Okay, so he perceptioned, I sending. Do you have?
for me to do?
How have you made any distance towards the
Use
cart?
your imagination. Yes, you guys have gained ground.
Well, logically speaking.
Like, I don't need to
Are
be
we
eagle
150
if
feet
he's
away from our...
You-
Shit.
You have not gotten close enough due to the twists and turns of things that are happening for you to be able to do anything like attack.
When you get closer,
Um,
then I'll go to your legs.
That would happen if you succeed.
Alright, boys. The only positive rolls I can really do would be survival, nature, and athletics. If I want to fucking want to carry it.
Hold up, I'm looking at my.
If you'd
skills real
let
quick.
me, rabbit pop can't
What do you
be
think, Noah?
used per se, but only if the new form can allow it. It wouldn't necessarily be a rabbit pop, but most horses can
Horse
jump farther
You
than the
know what?
average rabbit.
You know what? I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna allow it because that's very creative.
Am I able to bardically inspire him?
Yes, I'll allow that.
Oh god, is that a roll?
I'll allow that. Yes,
Probably give me a
because
roll, yeah.
And
it is
dexterity, I
gonna
would
no,
think.
it's gonna be athletics.
Oh, well.
Don't use the light
Let
up
me
dice.
see the real quick. I need to see the
Oh,
horse's stats
yeah.
on I do actually have
Warhorse?
proficiency in athletics, but the proficiency carries over to the horse's stat, so hopefully the horse has a semi-decent strength.
I'm sure it does.
It
You're-
does.
You're
Plus
wild
4.
shaping, right?
Yeah, he's wild shaped, yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually
So he keeps his mental
plus
stats.
3. So that's a plus 7 total
Well,
to the strength.
and
So
you're going to bardically inspire?
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to say right there, because of the combination of bardic inspiration and the fact that you did something really creative, that's an auto success.
Yay!
Hell
My
yeah.
eyes back.
I'm going to give that an auto success. Okay? So, air support, your turn.
Are we close enough to do anything?
Not yet. Again, if
I
you
didn't
succeed,
know where we were at distance-wise.
yeah,
So
if you succeed in the chase, then you will.
Do a perception with your eagle, because you get advantage. I don't.
I look around.
Okay. So you're going to use perception or your keen sight.
Correct.
What exactly are you looking for?
The shadow, specifically.
Okay, so you are going to try to hone in on the shadow on the back
Yes.
and use that as like a waypoint for how you plot.
I'm gonna use that as like a danger sense as to how relevant I'll need to kamikaze him at when we get there.
Okay.
I have an idea.
My question though is, well, you're not there.
I know, but I wish.
My question is, how will that apply to you getting closer?
Well, I want to.
You got to come up with something.
I
do the Mach 4 nose dive.
realistically, me wanting to see him would get me to need to be closer to him.
Yeah, but how does just seeing him get you closer?
I genuinely have no idea. I would be moving forward at a fast pace.
Use your imagination.
My imagination is broken.
You have a partner that can
Okay.
help you.
Hello, sir. How does seeing help me see?
If you can see if he's going towards
Trying
the
to
guy
boost
who's
it.
steering the cart to try to kick him off to take the reins himself to lure them to another location, you can say you're making sure you're keeping an eye on him so that when you get close enough, he's not going towards the front of the cart to steer the cart away.
That.
Okay, fair enough. You're looking to see the activity that's occurring on the cart
I
so
feel
that
like
you can
that's
see if you can
what I
anticipate
said.
what's going on.
Well,
you,
all right.
you have
You gotta
have
add
to
a little
try to
bit more
weave a
to it.
story.
You gotta add a little bit more to it.
Yeah, you gotta try to convince me. So, all right, I will give you that. So go ahead and roll perception. You do have advantage because you can sight.
God damn it.
No. No.
Percy bad.
What'd you get?
Group
What's your
1
total?
hype.
7?
I have rolled a 5 and a 3.
All right. With the
Wait.
+4.
That'd be a
Well, it's a
9.
plus 2.
No,
It's a
Eagle
wisdom.
is a +4.
Oh, okay.
Giant
Well,
Eagle's +4. 9.
it's
Okay.
just still probably a no.
Well, we'll see.
Sorry, I looked at his wisdom, not as
Oh yeah.
the other one.
So, okay. So, you're attempting to try to see what's going on. You can't really see the front of the cart because it is like a full-on carriage.
Hmm.
You can't really see what's going on in the driver's area. So, you now have 2 failures and 1 success.
Yep.
Okay, so you're actually falling behind because you were focusing so much on trying to see that you weren't really maintaining speed. You 3. Oh, hold on, I gotta roll for the carriage driver too.
I don't like that face, Jason.
As you are catching up to them, they make a sharp left. You as well make a sharp left. They make a right. They're now heading north again as you're following them. Leon, give me a straight intelligence check.
Okay. He's hinting. He's hinting.
That is a flat roll.
Don't end this up.
17.
Oh, not bad.
Very
They-
bad.
They veer off to the right, and you know, whoa, that they know. Why did they go that way?
That's not the way to her house, guys.
But you are, as you follow them and come around to the right, you are now within 60 feet of the cart.
Gold is going to grip the horse tightly.
Can I bardic inspire him?
I make a distressed horse noise in response.
go over the side of the horse,
Eh?
holding myself with my torso, aim my bow specifically
Kill the driver.
to the axle of the driver dies.
So you're attempting to damage the axle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I shout out to him.
Hope they
Don't miss! You have inspiration. Catch
They got their
this.
seatbelts on.
bonus action. I'm going to
Throwing the metal dice.
Hunter's Mark
The axle.
the fucking card.
The wheel.
You're gonna end up killing everyone on board.
Oh, is that not the goal?
It's not.
Yeah.
I'm trying to disable the vehicle. That way it can slow down. So
Oh, I assumed as much.
Fire a metal bar to the spokes of the wheels.
You know, because my plus, that's actually still really good. That's a 17 to hit.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I rolled a
Hold on.
2 on the D20.
And what did you roll on the
7.
fuck yes?
And I have a plus 8 to hit.
Clutch.
This is
With an armored
difficult.
axle, and you don't need its AC.
All right, next go down to you.
I am having to look this up.
I
on
have
typing this.
Group 1 height.
Object to DC for it. Probably
There's
like.
no more room on group 1.
And then the moving
Hog in the
DC
chair.
probably raises it to like a 10 or 12.
Let's see here. Hold on.
You see that? That's great.
I gotta make
roll
Jason
for
do
hit.
rules check.
Okay,
That's how you
so-
know I'm doing it good.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you get for your attack roll?
17.
Perceptible.
You actually miss.
He said,
Okay.
"Don't miss."
Oh god, I was joking about that.
All you had to do was
You actually miss.
He didn't
It is a
roll
tiny
it.
It
target.
is. It
You didn't
is.
roll it.
It is this big, or diameter,
Oh, but that would have been
That
so
long.
cool.
You are on-
and you are 60 feet away from it, and it is moving.
Okay, Odysseus.
But that was what it was supposed to be.
Look
His
at
Odysseus moment. Damn you, dice.
Was that your with your bardic inspiration?
No,
Yeah.
it was with, he
No,
rolled
the-
a 2.
I rolled a 2 on the D20.
Hmm.
Plus 8 to
Oh,
hit.
wow.
Plus 7 for Bardic.
Okay. So nope, that
Oh,
actually
we're
misses. As the arrow falls short and hits the cobblestones and kind of bounces up and just hits the underside of the carriage, sticking into some of the wood.
So I still hit it, therefore a success.
Yes!
Well, you already had
Group
6.
1 height.
You
Group
already
1
had
height.
successes. You had 3 already, so you caught up. Okay. So you guys are caught up. You can actually do stuff. You are no longer in chase. You guys are actually in, I guess, melee with a fucking cart.
So how close are we still? 60
We were
feet away?
About 60
I'm
feet.
closing the gap.
Yep, you are.
Okay, once you do that, I'm gonna try and jump onto the back of the cart as well.
From 60 feet away.
He said he's closing the gap.
Well, he's attempting to.
It'll probably be a turn or 2 before we
Okay. Well, I mean, he fast.
Yeah, but it's also got 2 horses. They're
But
fast
they're
too.
pulling something.
That's why you're catching up.
Yeah.
All right. In the meantime, then I get my last bardic inspiration to gold, and this time I say, "Please make it count. I trust you. You're the most cracked shot that I've ever met. So hit the damn target."
First shot was to gauge. Next shot will hit.
That's what I like to hear.
I make a horse noise and kind of slap him with the tail.
Okay.
Just right on the gas.
Air support.
I'm gonna make a nature check to see which winds are gonna help us get there faster towards the cart instead of actually pulling us away or taking us off path.
Okay, very good. Roll your check.
Caw.
Kaka.
Survival, right?
18,
No,
maybe.
nature's a good number.
18.
But he had to
18.
get a plus then if it was-
You figure that, okay, you know, what you're feeling with the winds, well, you actually feel the hammer at your back warm. And you almost see
Hammer's a lightning rod.
the air curtains for just a moment. And you're like, Shemlos, Persephone, go this way. Even though it's contrary to what you would think. And as you do, you kind of swoop down just a little bit. You drop about 15 feet in height as you seem to pick up speed and then curve back around and make a beeline right now towards where the cart is going, that is a success. You're now at 2 and 2.
Group 2 height.
I already know my next set. I already know what the next move is. I got it.
The carriage is continuing to barrel on,
I'm gonna play a Shemlos religion check. Be like,
and now, for you three, I actually need initiative. So in this house, we
roll for initiative.
all right. So you three, I need initiative.
Not 20, 26. Or 20.
16.
You know, I just realized. Wait, no. Hang on.
You want the Percy stat?
I think it's only a +1, so, but I get a +3 because he's proficient.
Yeah, +1.
Okay.
So I got a 10.
All right.
Hey, not bad.
So hold on 1 second.
I believe in you.
I had to waste that 20 on
I believe in you.
It's gonna be more relevant.
I don't know. I
than
picked
it
you
is
up,
me
but
right
it was
now.
pretty cool.
You know? The nice part about this is that I can literally just.
Let me see that for a
See,
second.
that's ridiculous.
what?
Yeah, you want.
What do you want?
Yeah. And from my deck, I draw giant eagles in attack
Agreed.
position.
All right. All right. I do.
It's attack mode.
That's attack mode, actually.
Actually, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's so dead right now,
Okay.
guys.
So, what'd you have there, Patch?
10. Horse deck's
Leon?
bad.
16.
And gold.
23. Natural 20.
Yay!
All right. So gold, you're up.
Alright, how close are we to the cart? Like within 30 feet now?
On Patch's turn, you're still 60 feet away, right?
Okay, I'm still 60. And with Bardic Inspiration, I can choose to add the value to this roll after I see its value, or do I have to choose?
I
Bardic
believe
before?
so.
I can read it out for you if you want.
Yeah,
I
please
need to
do.
know if it has to be done before or after
I
the
think you can do it after.
the roll is determined.
I'm
not
pretty
the
sure, yeah. So,
yeah, not the result, but
the creature can wait until after it rolls the d20 before deciding to use the Bardic Inspiration die, but must decide before the DM says whether the roll succeeds or fails.
Okay,
Yep.
that's all I needed to hear. I'm gonna make the attack action. So
Okay.
longbow, I make 2 attacks because I ranger good.
Yep.
Natural 20 on the first attack,
okay, good to know.
and you know what? I almost want to add your Bardic Inspiration to the first, so I rolled above a 30.
But
Must
you have
be
a
guaranteed.
28 from the first one.
I know
Nat
that's
20.
That's a nat 20.
I know that's why I low key want to, but I'll add to this. Second attack 18.
Okay.
Which is one more than before.
So the second attack misses.
The 28, damn well better hit.
Mhm.
Here you go.
That'd be dumb shit if you actually should have used them. The Bardic
That's like a DC 32. Fuck it.
Is the D20 a nat 20 an automatic
Auto hit.
5e? Okay. So you did hit that one.
It's an auto hit.
Yeah.
That 20 is an auto hit.
That's up to you.
I'm doing it anyway.
We don't look like you anyway,
that
so like,
is
who's gonna know?
14. Or, sorry,
And we're
I didn't double
in
that.
here.
So that
I was
is
gonna go. My plan is when we get
21 damage.
I was gonna werewolf form to lighten the load. Then I was going
21
to-
damage.
Are you
Okay.
lighter?
I just imagine
No, I
that
think it's the same.
I would imagine you, if anything, you
as a wheel
more.
pops
Well,
off.
this is a.
Um,
These are steel axes.
Oh, holy shit. Your steel axe.
They were armored.
okay, I'll just get
Your arrow hits
the
it.
hammer friendship.
And
make sure that they can guide
It
us.
clearly
My first attack.
does something to it, as the cart, the back wheels are now wobbling strangely,
Ooh, the
and
death
it's slowed down. It's still going, but it seems to be shaking a lot more violently due to this weird wobble that's happening in the back end, and doesn't seem to be going as fast.
I can't cast spell.
I have
Oh,
thunderclap.
Fire.
okay.
That is your
I
turn.
can't do it.
So now, after that happens,
Stop that.
I'll say Leon, odd or even?
Even, always.
It's even. Patch.
Every time. Every time you don't get the turn, you get fucked.
I would have picked odd anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
So, Patch,
Oh, don't do
what is your
16
armor
damage.
class right now?
11.
11, yeah. It definitely
Don't
hits.
do 16 damage.
As a crossbow, a crossbow bolt flies towards you from out of the back of the carriage through like this back window. Shaboom! Sticks into you, and you take 10 points of piercing damage.
Hate that going to fucking death squad, right? Or, sorry, cat.
No, you said what you said.
Demorphs, they just fling off the hood.
I also need a Constitution save.
Oh, horse con is +1. Oh no, do I get to? Do I keep my?
No, you
no,
take,
no.
you
It's
take
only
the physical stats.
I would say not roll the light up dice. The light up dice has been effing you in the ass.
be okay.
No, rolling beyond.
17 + 1, 18.
Nice. Ooh, but that's ouchy.
Oh, ouchie, boom, boom, stinky.
Oh wait, is that
Oh,
going to do actually?
stinky.
Oh, this is it.
Yeah, you're fucked. Caltrops.
Well, you pass the save, so you only take half of 31 points of poison damage.
What? Fuck?
15 points of poison damage.
Oh well, I'm not a horse anymore.
It's about you guys on your back and you fucking sliding there.
I will need immediately
Holy
Dexterity
shit!
save.
dexterity saves from both Leon and Gold.
Motherfucker.
Oh god, how much? Did
I wish I had not have chosen even.
Then I took how much? 10.
You took 10.
So that was 13. So I had 6 health left as a horse.
Yeah.
And then I took
You took 15.
15.
So 12 transferred over to your regular self.
I had 6 health.
I got a 6.
Minus 15, so that'd be 9, right?
Well, let's see. Well, okay.
That's what you get for being a half.
You took 3 before.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
you.
yeah, 19 health.
We're on the
Yeah.
3 would be 16. Then I took 10, which would leave me at 6.
Okay, so yeah, you have 9 transfers over to your normal self.
Fuck.
16 on the dex save.
Okay.
8.
That was a natural one for me.
Okay. So, Gold, you
It's like
managed
18's gonna have
to
to pick up the slack.
kind of tuck and
One
roll
more.
out of this high-speed maneuver. But Leon,
Fucking dies. Its spine snapped in
you
half.
take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you attempt to absorb the damage, but you roll kind of funnily along the ground and aren't able to absorb it all, and you actually tweak your shoulder a little bit for 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Patch.
Yeah.
I will also need a dex save from you, but at your normal patch.
That's actually perfect because I got lucky footwork. Let's see, where's my D4?
The pyramid.
Here.
It's the light up.
Quick, someone give him a pyramid.
No, here it is. I had it out before. Alright, so, well, I guess I don't need to roll it yet. Because if I fail. 5 plus 3 plus 2. So, 10.
You also take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you transform out of a horse form, and the change in mid-air as you are now kind of flying forward, you're not able to absorb the impact as well as you'd like to. So you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as well. You guys, you are at 2 and 2. It is your turn.
Well, he did his turn in initiative. What about us?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're now on the ground. You are 60 feet away and expanding
Mhm.
from the cart. So, yep, indeed, it is your turn, Leon.
So we're 60 feet away.
Yep.
Can I see the guy in the back of the cart?
You see the crossbow sticking out of the
so
back
I can
window.
see at least his hand?
Yes.
Old person.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
So he's going to need to make me a Wisdom 14 saving throw.
Okay. Fair enough. Good move. Witness.
Okay.
18 on the die.
Motherfucker. And then I start to move forward with 30 feet of movement.
Okay. All right. Patch.
That's it, yeah.
stand back up. I shift back into a this time a giant elk because I just realized they have the same speed.
Nice.
It's like an epiphany strikes you as soon as you untransform.
Horses suck.
Hold on a
Like,
fucking
all
moment.
right,
More?
no time. And I turn back into a bigger creature.
So a giant elk. Okay. Yeah, much bigger.
Healthier.
Since I didn't get to do any movement on my turn, could I get on his back?
You know what? I'm gonna allow both of you to get on his back
Yeah.
because it's just fun that way.
W.
And they could have probably readied that action because it was a safe bet that I was turning back into something
Yeah.
that closed the
Yeah.
gap.
Now they
Push forward.
the cart's gained a little distance on you, but
Please let it work.
you know now you're basically 90 feet away as you jump onto giant elk's back, and that would be kind of the end of it because you had to move to get up and everything.
Well, I can't double time. Well, yeah, I had to stand up. Yeah, fair enough.
So that's your turn. Air support. What are you doing
Will
for
this
Group 2
work? I've been contemplating this. My thunderclap behind us could it help push us forward?
You know what?
Creative.
That's creative as fuck. Auto success. You got your 3.
Yes!
Group 2.
You two are now in the fight. Give me initiative rolls.
All right.
Oh,
Natural 20 for a 21.
What's Dad's initiative?
Dexterity.
16.
Okay. What's your dexterity?
+4.
Your stat.
18.
He's higher than me.
Yeah,
but
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put you at 15. Because he's gonna go before you. All right. And it is now top of the round because you guys just entered the fight. Gold, you're 90 feet away on the back of an elk that isn't moving yet.
yeah.
Giddy up, motherfucker! And I'm gonna once again
You go before me.
fire my longbow because that is just within range for my Hunter's Mark to stay equipped.
What are you firing at? The cart again?
This time, or I don't know if I want to fire random. I think it's the cap of the cart. That sounds fucking stupid.
You can see crossbow and, there's a figure holding it. You can't get the clearest view, but you do have line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
They apparently have cover, partial cover at the very least. But
would Golden Cobra that to be a more difficult shot than the Axle? Or would it be equally as difficult?
It's a big old
probably about the same.
AC.
Then I'm gonna keep trying to damage the cart
Okay.
and try and keep them from moving. So
Okay.
What are the wheels made of?
Wood. I don't know.
No.
steel wheel.
We have metal. I don't know what wood.
For the fancy rich people, they got metal wheels.
Natural 20
Again,
on
man.
the first one.
What height?
And then 18 plus 8 for 26 on the second
Both
one.
hit. Both
Nice.
actually hit. Give
Alright.
me the damage.
Yeah, boy.
Alright, that's
I should have cast a jump on myself
16
before I tried
plus
to.
Oh well.
3 for the first one, so
Is that
19
a
damage on the
action
first
and
one.
Nice.
Action, I didn't-
And that
Oh, yeah, you
is
transform, right?
That's a bonus action
It is?
15 damage on the
for
second one.
moon druids.
You have a.
Oh, you're
Whoa, okay.
Mm-hmm. Conjure's one.
Oh.
Oh, you messed up that back wax.
So,
That axle's off.
what you see happen, all of you can see this because you guys are, close. You're 90 feet away, but you're close enough on the ground. I mean, there's basically a path cleared as this cart is barreling, and you're close enough that people haven't, filled in to look and go, what's that cart doing? So you can see the cart, and you see arrows fly from Gold towards the axle. You guys in the air as you're swooping down in, you're 60 feet away now. Because you just got into there. And you see 2 arrows fly from Gold. They seem to go underneath the cart and slam hard into something. And you all hear a... The back wheels canter outward as the back of the wagon drops and begins to drag along the ground. And yep, you are getting sparks off this thing as it is kind of now swaying back and forth. It is not happy with what's going on. Can't really tell what's going on inside, but you assume they're probably not pleased with this either.
Hopefully it obscures the crossbowman with fucking like hyper poison.
Okay,
It's a vision.
that
the purple worm poison.
Yeah.
it is definitely slowed down.
All right.
60.
That was your action.
Mhm.
Bonus action?
How noticeably slowed down is it? Am I within 30 feet? If that.
He hasn't moved yet.
Okay.
I haven't had a chance to move. I had to use.
You're still 90 feet away.
Can I?
Oh, and moving, getting up is only half my movement, right?
Right, but in everything that was going on.
Okay, fair enough.
So let me ask you this. I can't ready an action because I've already used the action. Could I prepare a bonus action so I can Misty
No.
step in?
You can't pair one second.
Okay. Then I'm going to end my turn because there's really
Okay.
nothing productive I can do.
Tomer, you and Persepa Bird are 60 feet away. What are you doing?
Well,
I will say, I think some of this we're gonna have to do at the same time, just because of the movement aspect of it.
so if we're going, is she going after I go? Correct?
He goes on 15, you're on 21. There's a lot in between.
Let me ask, I guess.
Get
'cause
ready,
I just don't know if you're able to do this with us being that far, or if I need to get closer so you can do it.
How far can I jump in hybrid form? Because it adds +10 to my jump and 3 to my height.
Takes 10, what, like 10
No,
d6
jump,
of damage?
jump
This would be
is,
super-
your jump is based on your strength score.
Okay.
If you have a 10-foot running start,
14.
you can, I think it's twice your strength score, so that would be 28 feet. If I'm remembering right off the top of my head.
So I can jump 30.
Basically, but
If
you're
I'm
60
paying
feet away.
Okay.
So you might need to
I'm going
prepare until I
to.
get
I'm going to
closer.
bonus action, hybrid transformation,
Okay.
grab my weapon, pray to Shemlo, and hold my action and my movement, getting my body ready. As soon as we get close enough, I'm hopping on that
All right.
fucking wagon.
Fair enough. Sounds good.
Shimno, guide my
Okay,
head.
so that's your turn.
Yep.
Okay. From the driver's seat of the wagon, coming in from above, you can see there is someone who is completely shrouded in what looks like shadows.
So they're in the driver's seat and they're moving this way, like towards us?
No, away from you.
No, I mean like inside the cabin.
No, sitting in the driver's seat, which is on the front. You
Okay.
guys can't see.
No, I misunderstood. So
Yeah, I'm telling,
okay, well,
telling
I'm listening.
Air
So
squad.
in the driver's seat of the wagon, from above, you have an angle, especially since now the back of the carriage is tilted down. You guys can kind of see like a head sticking up. But you can see someone who seems to be almost drenched in shadows. Or at least their cloak that is trailing out behind them seems to, kind of like it is. And a hood over their head. Has the reins of the wagon. And there is a body of someone who looks to be dressed somewhat dapperly.
Can I tell
That is
anyone-
just
anyone
kind of-
female.
Looks like a male. In the driver's seat, kind of on the floorboard, so to speak. Just there, not moving. And the figure who's driving the wagon, looks up and back, sees you guys up there, pulls a crossbow and fires.
Oh no. No, that's actually horrible.
I'm pretty sure a 25 will hit you, Persephone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fucked.
How many hit points does the giant eagle have?
Oh my God.
That is 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh, thank God. Oh, wait, no, hang on.
I'm at 26.
You got the purple worm poison.
No,
And
but
I
you
need
also can
a-
make a con save.
I need a
That goes off the
Constitution
eagle,
save.
the-
Make a constitution
+1.
Alright, well, hold on. So what? I took how many damage?
Just had it.
7.
7 points of piercing damage.
So you just need to roll a 10, right? Or 11 to
I don't
beat
know.
the 10.
What am I doing?
You're making a constitution saving throw. So
It's a minimum of 10, right?
Well, no, this is not for
I don't
concentration.
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
a
okay.
fucking tray. Calm
you-
down.
You'll still have to do that too.
I'm gonna make.
Wait, what is she rolling for then?
A Constitution
first
save.
for the
Oh,
points, I
con, okay.
Nat 20.
That isn't it.
Holy shit!
What's your total then?
21.
21.
Okay.
21?
That 20 doesn't auto succeed on save, so you
It
still
just
get
makes me feel good.
Okay, but yep,
I just
you succeed. So you're only going to take half damage,
Okay.
which is
20.
10 points of poison damage.
Okay, we're good. She's still gonna go for
We're fine.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Now you will need to make a Constitution save
Didn't I just do that?
That was for the
for
poison, now for
concentration on this, the
concentration
polymorph spell.
Yeah.
This is where Persephone is going.
Which It's the total combined damage in one shot. So that was 17 points of damage in one shot, halved. Okay, this is the way concentration works. So it's half the damage taken,
Mm-hmm.
or 10, whichever is the minimum. So 10 is actually more than half the damage taken. So all you got to do is get a 10 on your concentration,
My concentration.
which is
So
Constitution.
rolling 9 or higher.
Well, is it
Yes.
okay? It is still with that. Okay. So it's
18.
18.
Yeah, you're good. So you maintain the polymorph spell.
I can keep my shit together.
How high up are you guys?
So,
I don't know.
60.
all right.
I,
So
60
you did
feet
that.
flying down, so they've got momentum already. Their falling speed's already started by probably like.
If she
Now, the one in the back,
Elk dies again.
I'm waiting.
you actually see the side door pop open, and he kind of leans out and he's propping himself on there. And he shoots in your direction. You're in front, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Just say patch already. I know it's gonna be.
Leon.
Thank you.
let's give me all that damage, baby.
I can soak it, bitch.
Paralyzed condition, falls off horse.
18. Does that hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So from that,
My friend.
you take 6 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution save.
I bet you do, bitch.
The purple worm poison.
Alright, Con.
These guys have already invested like 3,000 gold to try and kill.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. So you take 22 points of poison damage.
We're living. We're living.
We living out here, boys.
Is it my turn now?
Almost.
So just jump.
So wait a minute. So that was 6 plus 22, 28. Oh, good to know. Leon.
Yep.
Let's see here.
I'm not concentrating on anything.
No, I know.
I'm living.
I'm just putting that out there.
Poisoned condition.
Okay, so Leon.
Yep. Is he giving me an injury
Disadvantage on.
What was your score? An 8?
on the saving throw?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
If this puts me
So-
unconscious, I'm murdering him in real life. I had a
So
whole
you
thing.
you now have acute poisoning in the shoulder or arm.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Your attacks have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Uh-huh.
After 3 rounds, you fall unconscious at the start of your next turn.
That's completely fine. I only need 1 round.
Mhm.
Fuck these guys.
I'm a 1-round chump.
All right, so they want to play with big numbers, right?
Yep. Now hold on. I gotta see. Make sure that is their turn. It is your turn.
How does 11d8 sound?
That sounds
Sounds damaging.
It's not damage. Can I have a couple d8s?
How many do you need? How many do you need?
I need 9 more.
Here's 9 more.
There you
go.
No, we have the power of friendship on our side.
Power of friendship.
No, you're friendship and die.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to cast at 4th level Sleep, centered around the front of the cart, but not far enough to hit the horses, just to hit the driver. And if it ends up hitting the other fucker who's shooting at us,
Remember, it's a 20-foot
Yeah.
radius.
so I can position that however I want.
It'll
If
also hit people on the street, though. So.
It's
Yeah,
gonna hit
well-
Well, we'll say they're
From
far
that
enough away,
problem.
all right.
but even so,
No,
20-foot radius.
Mhm.
Depending on where you're positioning that, you're hitting everything in the cart, including the horses.
I can position it on
Unless
any
you put it
point.
unless you put it at the back,
That's what
at
I'm
the far
doing.
back, so it's not going to hit the cart, but it'll hit or not going to hit the
I think
horses,
horses would
but
actually be
everybody in the cart.
Well, I only imagine there's 2 enemy dudes and the rest of the people are unconscious, so that's my best bet. Fuck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
5
8,
dudes
9, 10,
in
11.
the car.
Come on, Big Papa. Come on, baby.
All right, math time.
Oh, I see a lot of big numbers.
Okay,
up
so
there.
that's a
Icy view ones.
6 plus 6 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1
If it's a
plus
7 with a 6.
7 plus 7 plus 8. Of course, my red die rolls 8. We love you, red die. You moved it.
Sorry.
6.
Plus another 8.
This is 6.
Oh, no, I was looking at my bad.
Oh, 6 and 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So all that combined, that's going to turn out to 12, 13, 15, 16. Plus,
It's time for some fun and stuff. Here comes math.
okay, 15,
Dun, dun, dun.
30,
Is yours?
38,
Black and
6,
purple are me.
12, 20, 58 in total.
58. Okay.
Yeah, boy.
One of them bitches better be unconscious.
So,
at least.
Can I get that green one for something?
Yep. Oh,
All right. Roll a d20 and tell me what you get.
I will in just a moment while I erase all this bullshit math. Okay, let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Figure out all my dice. D20, right?
D20 and tell me what you get.
Flat roll.
Yep.
3.
3. Okay. That's a really good result for you guys.
Hype.
As the one in the driver's seat all of a sudden collapses.
My job is done. I take my leave.
The cart, when this guy collapses, the horses, now uncontrolled, careen a bit off course. The cart, or the carriage, flips
Oh, I better hope the councilwoman is
and
up.
crashes. It and the horses now kind of brought with it due to being attached to it. They're, ass over tea kettle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It is carnage. It runs into some pedestrians on the side
My cabbages.
and continues on and screeches to a halt. Persephone, it's your turn.
Well, the thing I was gonna do is no longer as cool, but
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Was pretty fucking
No,
awesome.
that was sufficient.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and land next to the cart and turn back into my tiefling. So
Can you drop your own,
yeah,
Yeah,
just
you
drop
can
concentration.
drop it just like that.
Oh,
I could have dropped it in the air if I really wanted
And
to. It
died.
just didn't seem. No, I
Well,
have feather
instantly
fall. You think I'd fly and not have feather fall?
I think it's ended on someone else. I was wondering if you could actually end it on yourself if you are
No,
the
it's just a concentration.
Yeah,
Or Tomur.
that was pretty decent.
I had my Thor moment and it got taken
I
away
know.
from
I
me.
was like, I had a cool too. No, yours was.
Well, as she gets closer, you
sufficiently cool.
readied your action. You could still jump.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking up slamming into the
Yeah.
cart, killing Antoinette.
Once you get 10 feet away, you can still jump off. You readied that attack.
That's right. So while she's getting closer, before she turns back into herself, I'll jump off the cart and get towards the front where I know the guys were at. Unless he's still there or his buddy flung
I don't
off.
think you could move. I thought you were going to jump off.
No, not if they're all
So-
bitches.
To refresh, exactly what are you doing? You are
Fly as I get close to I'm gonna land in tiefling form
okay,
next
Where-
to cart.
next to the cart.
Yes,
Okay,
next to cart.
what are you doing exactly?
As soon as she gets close enough where I know I can make the jump.
Well, it's yeah, that's right, because you held your action.
Yeah, make the jump safely. I'm gonna jump off, aim towards the front of the cart where I know one of the bad guys are, and just see if I can see him. If he's still there.
Okay. What you see is the guy that leaned out of the side door of this carriage. He actually did a tuck and roll as this thing flipped around the ground.
He wasn't
bailed.
asleep.
The guy in the back, no.
No, I got the driver.
Oh, I thought
He-
you said he was hitting everyone in the cart.
Well,
Yeah,
he
but
had
you're only gonna knock out certain people.
Jerry in the driver.
But he tucks and rolls, and he gets up. He's standing there. He's about 10 feet away from you.
His ass is mine.
And he's got out he's got out a short sword in one hand and a light crossbow in the other.
Oh, it's fucking. Oh,
Kill him. We'll
I
actually
will
fling
say,
alive.
I
Breaking
still have
news.
turns left.
Okay.
Hurt him bad.
Do I see all this too?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
I assumed you were done because you were kind of
Well, no, I
Okay.
paused because he was mid
Alright.
darkness.
Mid.
darkness.
Yeah.
Where exactly?
Me and him, so it fucks him up, vision wise.
So you and the dude.
Yes.
Okay.
You
Tomur,
got smell, you'll be fine.
you can't see shit.
Wait, what about?
It's dark.
Can I smell him?
Give me your perception check for smell.
I'm
You did already hybrid, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It did hybrid.
30-20.
You have a pretty good idea where he is, but you still can't see him.
I don't care.
So you still have disadvantage on the
I
attack.
don't give a shit. Get him. I'm moving towards it. I'm swinging, baby.
You got it.
Come on.
Disadvantage for both attacks, correct?
Yep.
That is a 16 for the first one with disadvantage.
That hits.
Okay. Second one.
Wait, you just Batman smoke bombed the guy that we're all trying to hit?
15.
I was gonna do it. I was gonna land on the cart
One
and do
hit.
that too, but
Give me your damage.
Oh no! Before I do that, bonus action Crimson Right. I'm sorry.
You can't have saved your bonus action. You actually use that in order to shift because you were holding your action and movement.
I shifted in the when we were flying in the bird.
Yeah,
Right, and that
Yeah, but
was
that's when you held your
you
action.
held your action
Oh,
movement
never
because
mind.
this is actually Persephone's turn, and you're holding your action.
Yeah,
movement.
you're just getting your attack in because that's what you would have done if you had been closer.
Exactly.
15 points on the first one.
Okay.
$15 points on the second one.
Nice. All right. Yeah. He felt that. He felt that both. You felt. You were like, I know you're here, and your hammer swings around, and you feel, ka-chong. You're like, oh yeah. Oh, boom. Hit him on the other side.
Oh,
You
yeah.
feel the impact. Correct. Brother. Oh.
Power.
The Satan pain,
All right. Hatch, it is now your turn. You finally get to move
And
from
now
that
we
90
can't
feet away.
I should just charge into that cloud and just fuck everyone.
You are 90 feet away, but you finally get to move.
Murder everyone?
I'm gonna move 60, I guess.
All right. So you're now 30 feet away, and what's the radius and/or diameter of your darkness?
20 feet, right?
15-foot radius.
15-foot radius. Okay. So 15 feet away from you is this darkness sphere that seems to go out about a 30-foot diameter, but it's it's 15 feet in front of you.
I'm just gonna take in what's going on now that I'm closer. Who's still up? Where they are?
You
I
can't-
perceive.
You can't see Tomur.
Oh yeah, the one in the freaking cloud.
Yeah, you can't see Tomur or this other guy. Were you
If
right
I
there?
was standing close enough to him, it would.
Yeah, you can't see any of them. You just see this sphere of darkness. You also see some of the cart of the carriage sticking out on one far side of it. Pieces of it, more than anything. There's some carnage. There's some people that are screaming and crying. Some people that have been injured from the debris flying and everything happening.
There's not much I could do now, so I guess I'll just end it.
Okay.
Confused elk noises.
Gold.
I'm going to go and aid the people who were hurt by the cart. So I'm going to immediately start with whoever I see is the most critical
Okay.
condition, and I'm going to cast a second level Cure Wounds.
All right. Good deal. Yeah, there are some people that are definitely injured. And that does help. Anything else you're doing, or is that it?
That should be it, and that is whoever I was doing that to. That's 12 hit points.
Okay. Tomur. It's now your actual turn.
Since I know where he is based off of me hitting him twice, is there any way I can do a grapple check?
You would have to do an unarmed strike to grab him, which would be a disadvantage, and then it's a contested. Your athletics versus either their athletics or acrobatics, their choice.
But are they both not a disadvantage? Or both of them would be a disadvantage, you and him?
No,
No,
not on the
strength doesn't
grapple.
matter.
He has to touch them first.
Yeah.
That's the disadvantage.
Dark cloud is helping
Well,
him.
because I was thinking it was like to escape it, but no, they do great. That's how grapple works.
Fuck it. I'm hitting him twice. I'm not playing this shit no more.
Okay.
Oh no, wait. Auto attack. Your crimson right. Take 6 damage.
Okay.
Man, you are good at hurting yourself.
Yep.
It is going to be frost damage instead of electric this time
Okay.
because I have a second element that I can do.
Cool.
So that's-
Shemlo
I thought
side.
you were using fire before.
No, it's lightning and frost. Those are my 2 elements only. I can't do fire. I can do fire bolt.
You used fire before.
Yeah, fire
Your
bolt.
crimson, right?
No, I can't do fire as a crimson right. It's only lightning and cold.
You did though, but that's fine.
So I'm assuming they both hit because my lowest rolls was a 10 and a 14. So plus 6 to both.
Okay. So yep, both actually
'Cause
hit.
they're both disadvantaged.
Both actually hit.
Did last time.
So go ahead and give me your damage. As once again you're like, you ain't getting away, boy. Wha-bam, wha-bam, and hit him twice
Imagine you implement some
22 points of damage.
between the two.
No, for the first attack.
Holy shit.
Right, remember I
All
got
sixes.
crimson right.
Yeah, crimson right. That's true.
Okay, the second, not so. It did 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage on the second one.
Okay.
And I'm going to move closer to him.
You're right up next to him.
Striking
As
you.
far
Oh,
as
then never mind.
No, they're kissing.
I'm gonna hug him.
Yeah.
We're friends now.
So that's your turn.
I'm gonna rip his head off.
Okay. Let's see here. Persephone, you can see through your darkness.
Yes,
Yes.
I can.
So, everyone but Tomur, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception.
Yes, ma'am.
A Persephone check.
Can't
I'm
see
right
him.
here.
Oh.
23.
24.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, do it.
You wanna one up? Huh?
A 19.
Oh, good God.
Okay. Oh,
So-
great heavens.
23, 24.
19.
19.
You said sorry. My brain,
Everyone
but
but
Tomur.
Tom.
I know. Just you asked if I could see through with my brain. Instead,
Perception
so I don't need to
over
do anything.
confirmed.
18.
18. You all actually made it. They rolled. It rolled low. You see near the front of the cart. You can actually see because you can see through darkness. You can see near the front of the cart. One of those shadowy figures stands up, and you see the one that Tomer's been hitting. He's also
Oh,
his,
so there are 2 up here.
his cloak is shadowy. The one that was near the front of the cart stands up, kind of shakes his head. Oh. Then you 3 see a figure bolt out of the darkness and start making a beeline for an alleyway.
So is this the one that was in the driver's seat?
You don't know. You just see someone run from the darkness sphere.
Am I able to cast at him?
No, you can't do a reaction because he's too far away. He has not provoked an attack of opportunity from you.
Well, no, I didn't know where turn order was.
Yep. So that's all he does. The second one. Tomer. You've been annoying him.
My armor class is 18.
That's okay. He got a 23 to hit him.
Fine.
That's fine, you're smoked.
Disadvantage as well?
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Thank you.
See, I expect him to always hit
Oh,
even
and
with
Leon also
disadvantage.
cast Bane earlier?
That's still a 19.
That's fucking fine.
5 points of piercing damage
Reduced.
with his short sword.
Is that reduced already? Or?
2 to 3.
2.
2 or 3.
Yeah, reduced to 2.
Okay, got it.
2
Magic damage.
And I need a Constitution save.
Powerful word poison.
It's gotta be the out of game.
That wasn't a good expression.
16?
Okay, so you will take half of this. Succeeded. He actually, I rolled pass.
Yes!
So you'll take half of 15. You'll take 7
Oh.
points of poison damage.
That is perfectly fine.
And you don't have acute poisoning. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna fucking die.
That's his wrath.
And you know what? I did I did forget to add this.
More damage.
Yep.
Yep.
You also take half of this. You take half of 16, you take 8 points. It's also piercing. That's why you take half.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm good. And, yeah. Then, you see him just like dodging and weaving, moving away from you. And you try to get an attack of opportunity against him, but he's seeming to be moving too weirdly. You can't really tell where he is anyway. And then
I mean, even if it
all
was,
four of
can't
you,
easily count.
you already see him in there going back and forth with Tomur. See a second figure exit the darkness sphere and make a beeline for an alleyway.
All right. It's my turn now.
It is Leon's turn.
Am I able to get within 5 feet of said fleeing man who just got out of the darkness sphere?
Let's see here. You did that. Blah, 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 blah. You had moved up 15 feet away. What's your movement?
30.
Not within 5 feet. No, you get within about 15.
Okay, then instead I'm going to 30 feet action dash to get into the cart and check for Councilman Antoinette.
Okay. It is really fucking dark in here.
I'm just kind of feeling around.
Okay. Give me an investigation.
At disadvantage.
Nah, I'll just let you do investigation.
Let's raise the DC. I appreciate it. I hate disadvantage. That's 11.
Okay. You feel something. It's definitely a person. Give me an intelligence check.
It's a girl.
17.
That's a boob.
Thanks
You
for
don't
that.
know how many females were in here, but
That's such a cliche.
it's a
Okay.
That
boob.
was an anime moment.
You definitely know that's a boob. So you
well-
know there's a female in here.
Yeah.
Or it's a really fat guy. You
The
don't
back
thought it was
a very fat
as you
guy.
get slapped.
So you said it was 3 turns I go unconscious, right?
This is 2,
Yep,
That's
baby.
been 2.
Yep.
So is it the start of next turn or the end of next turn?
End of next turn.
Okay, so I've got just enough time next turn.
You can say sorry.
You're going to pass out, or is this a mystery to everyone?
We have no idea. They're
Yeah,
gonna
we have
pass
no
out.
idea.
It is now Percy's turn.
I could probably
Um,
feel
You can
it,
see
right?
Leon jump into the cart
Yeah,
and
that's-
Start to
begin,
see your vision.
begin groping someone.
Yeah.
The two who ran out
Yes.
distance from me
Um,
determines what spell I use.
the first one looks like they moved
Yeah.
like 60 feet,
Okay.
and they
so
were
wait, which
they
spell
were
does not
already
have? Okay.
that one was already about almost 20 feet away
So
from you.
120 feet will hit both.
Oh yeah.
Cool. I'm twinning this shit.
Okay.
At third level.
Okay.
Don't have enough cure wounds to
Yeah,
kill.
twinned at third level. Chaos bolt. 1, 2.
Give me a perception check. The one that bolted first went down an alley, so he's kind of at an angle that you might not be able to see. But I'll allow your perception to see if you actually are able to get an angle on.
16.
Okay, yeah, you're able to catch just enough of them that you can see them.
All right. So, like I said, twin chaos bolt, one of each at each of them.
Okay.
It's a ranged spell attack, which is a
I have the power of God in anime on my
Mhm.
22
That hits.
and 11.
Does not. So I'm assuming that the first one was
Let's go left, right, whatever. I don't care.
okay. So the
Left,
first
right,
one was the one that was right next to Tomur and was getting smacked by him
It's going to kill.
because he was right in front. He's
Oh,
closest.
he was the one that ran? I thought there were
They
three.
both
ran.
ran.
Oh, no, I was thinking he was still in there and there were two
Nope.
others that ran. So it was
Nope.
him and okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He was the one that was closest. So that's the first one.
Cool.
So you hit him.
Them fly.
Cool.
Oh, I'm gonna
We need to. We need to. Yeah, we need to get information.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
This
Look at
one
what
will
they did.
determine later.
It's still also damage though.
Yeah, but it's thunder damage.
Okay.
24.
Okay, as your chaos bolt flies out, 2 streaks of it. One of them heads down the alley. Tomur, you're in darkness. You can't see this. You 3, you're still a little bit back. Well, you're actually in the darkness as well. You 2, you're still a little bit back from it. You are not up there and don't have the angle to see. You see the bolt go down the alley, but you can't see if it hit. But you clearly see this other bolt slam into the second figure that ran out of this sphere of darkness. And he collapses to the ground as soon as he's hit. Patch, it is your turn.
All right, the other one that ran down the other way. How far is he from me?
You're not exactly sure, but he moved a bit. You can't quite see him from your angle, so you don't know how far he is.
He's around the corner, right?
Oh, yes.
So if I were to, how far is that corner from me?
The corner is probably about 40 feet from you. 40 to 50 at this point. We'll say 40 then. I'll give you that.
I'm gonna attempt to close the gap as quickly as possible. I'm going to do the hop again.
Okay.
Do 15 feet as a bonus action,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna move 60 towards
Okay.
his location.
All right. So you managed to get to the alleyway using 25 feet of your movement because you hopped. So that took up 15. Which means, and you have 60-foot movement, so you have 35 feet more. You are attempting to go after him. He is still probably a good 30 feet ahead of you at this point.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, he used all his shit to move. So he went, look at it!
Well, shit. Can I double
and
time?
You're already, you moved and if you want to use your action.
Yeah, action, because I can't do anything else with it.
Yep, you can catch up to him. You are now right on top of this mofo. But you've used your move and your action. And
Yeah, anything to slow him down, I guess.
yeah, so you're right there, right behind him.
Yep.
I did have movement left. I would have gone towards the guy I didn't hit.
Yeah,
Just
you're
throwing that out.
you're
I would
you
have at least
basically
done
are
that
peering
too,
down the
but,
alleyway
yeah.
and you see this giant fucking elk taking off after and getting right up to this guy.
So I'm gonna use that to
Okay, so
get
you're
close. So if
you're
he runs more, I'm gonna get an opportunity.
you will. Okay. It is actually Gold's turn, who is not currently here.
I would pass on him.
We just do the next turn.
So
I
we will do Tomur while we wait for Gold.
We're gonna do Tomur?
Yes.
So
We've
I'm a
already
handsome son of a gun.
Pucker up, boy.
I'm gonna
pray for me.
wait. Is your darkness still active?
Yep.
God damn it! Did you fucking
Well, if they were 30 feet from me, I would have dropped darkness. But they were further than that.
Oh, here comes Gold. I'll wait.
Gold is on his way.
It's your turn,
It's
big
your
boy.
turn.
I am healing more civilians.
Okay.
Cool.
That's all
I'm
you're
waiting for that.
Okay.
I'll do a first level this time. Though.
Okay. Tomur. It is officially your
I
turn.
will use my keen sense to sniff out the dude that I was hitting before.
Roll. You get advantage on the smells.
11 health, by the way. Some civilian.
It's more than they normally have, so yeah.
Yeah, you
16.
probably could just get away with medicine checks. And
He ain't right here. He over that way.
I am moving straight towards that guy.
Okay. So you move that way. And what's your movement?
40.
40. That's what I thought. All right. So
right on
you,
top of him if I can.
you move and you exit out of the darkness. All of a sudden you can see, and then you actually kind of have to go, whoa, as you run past Persephone 10 feet before you're out of movement, unless you use an action.
I use an action to move to get right
So-
on top of him.
You're not on top of him. You are now about 20 feet behind a giant elk.
Oh no, not that guy. I'm talking about the guy we knocked out.
Oh, the guy you knocked out?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
You
He's
just hit him. You said the guy you hit.
No, I
Yeah,
hit
he's
the guy
the one
that
that
got
I-
knocked out by the bolt. I'm going for him
Oh, the
so I
one
can
that-
restrain him.
Oh, you go over to him?
Yeah.
He doesn't look too good.
I don't care. I'm tying him up,
Okay.
and I am taking everything off of him that's a weapon.
There is
Okay.
an unconscious one.
There we go, folks. No, they both got back up. Remember, because the
Oh.
cart crashed, so he wakes up. Anyway, remember, folks, non-lethal magical damage. It's real. It's totally real.
Okay.
Yeah, I only.
I'm not blaming you, by the way. I just think it's funny. He's like, I'm
Oh,
gonna,
no.
I'm gonna restrain the guy.
I don't non-lethal. That's not. A
Yeah, I know that's awesome. I just,
in any and all characters.
I'm going to
that's
restrain the dead body.
He's
Okay,
restrained.
So, the guy in front of you, who's now right in front of you, and you're
Did he kill
right
any
behind him,
poison yet?
he's like, look! He runs. Go ahead and get your attack of opportunity.
All right.
Put your horn up his ass. Just fucking eee!
Yeah, boy.
Turn him into a freaking minion on a stick.
I'm just gonna
Assassin kebab.
-1.
Do you like that one?
I got a 17 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
This will be. I'm
As-
just gonna click this one again. Plus
Yep, no worries.
the attack. Let's see. Do I get 2 attacks or let's see?
Well, opportunity attack, you only get one. Period.
Well, 2 different attacks, I should say.
For the elk. Like
Well,
the abilities. of the
Moves as 1 prone creature, so no, I don't get
Yeah.
it. Let's see.
Yeah, you would hit with your horns.
Cool. Ones. I got 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. So you hit him with your horns.
Unreal.
And you kind of rake your horns across his back, and you hear him go, ah!
Fucking.
And then he moves his movement, cuts to the right down another alley. Okay. That's his turn. Okay. Leon, you're up.
I'm gonna grab Councilman Antoinette, drag her out of the darkness.
Okay. It when you get out of the darkness, yes, it is indeed Councilman Antoinette.
I figured as much.
What do you do? Is that it?
Well, so was that my action, or is that free, or?
No, I mean you're dragging a body. I would say that's an action. You still have bonus action
Right,
and
right.
and more movement. I'll say.
I'm pulling her away from the destructive
From the
death
carnage.
inferno.
Okay.
And I'm with my last moments of consciousness at 2nd level. I cast Healing Word on her as I say, "Please stay alive," and I give her a total of 8 points of hit points.
Good to know. All right.
And then I
Yep. You are now out. For now.
Jojo, this is the last of my ammo. Take it from me.
Okay. Persephone.
I'll drop darkness.
Okay. Darkness is gone.
After all that.
Well, there's no one else in there. No one in my darkness. Is there anyone else in the carriage, or is that?
When your darkness is dropped, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Well, I mean, I could see through the darkness anyway.
Well, that's yeah, I know, but you.
Yeah, no,
you
I know.
were
You
looking
said
in
when
the
the
wreck of a
darkness
carriage.
dropped, like it changed my vision.
Yeah, but it's like now you're like trying to see who's in the carriage.
5.
A 5.
No one in the cart.
I think there's someone in there, but I don't know.
I can see like a
Um,
finger.
Is that a foot? I don't know.
Hello.
No answer.
There's no one in the cart, guys.
God,
Hey, Leon. Leon.
Leon's on cold.
Come on.
1 damage, 1 damage.
Well, I only got 18 of those left.
Anything else?
Finger.
Is he like bleeding out? Like,
Auto crit. 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage.
Doesn't seem to be.
all right. Well, what about her? Is she fine? Is
I
she
mean,
bleeding out?
You know what? Give me a medicine check.
Um,
You proficient in medicine? Ooh, that's gonna be rough.
That's an 8.
You don't
All
know.
right. Well, no one's gushing blood, so you guys are probably fine. So,
She's got flesh.
I'm gonna message
Give him the.
the elk, who I know probably can't respond to me, but he can understand me.
He get an
can.
elk noise back.
You can.
How we doing? Do you need some backup? Growl if you need backup.
Elk noise. Like,
Elk. Elk.
I think he's fine. So I'm a look just chill.
Okay.
Fine. Just gonna chill.
Patch elk.
Help.
Elk.
Help.
What's up?
Pepsi milk.
I round the corner.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Yeah,
And that's
we
in
went
poke
the use eye. I got a 21.
You don't see shit.
God damn it. Can I just... Ugh, man.
Fucking starts like doing the to the fucking concrete.
Can I just use like a charge attack with disadvantage to try and just hit everything in that alley? I'm a huge creature. I'm just gonna run down with the horns down.
Ends up
You
murdering.
destroy the alley.
The charge attack.
Yep, you destroy this alley. You don't know if you hit anybody.
Well, fair enough. I guess that's it.
Alpha moves noise.
You guys are officially out of initiative.
I'm gonna grab the body of the guy that is knocked out and head back towards the group is.
Nobody said he was knocked out.
Oh, he's dead.
He's probably
You never
dead.
checked.
Oh, yeah, no, my man is dead.
Can I do a medicine check to see if the guy's dead?
Oh, I
Yeah,
never
go ahead and roll
rolled.
it.
Yeah,
Check a
he
pulse,
ain't
it's
I
like
doing
really
a
hope he's
charm
not.
remains.
Like,
he ain't doing too good, I would imagine.
not bad. 17?
It's gonna fucking
Motherfucker dead.
Oh shit!
No one told me we weren't trying to murder these people.
We never try to murder that kind of person.
You misunderstand.
What am I missing?
I do a very
When are we
loud
ever not trying
noise.
to
Hey,
murder?
Gold.
We're moving information.
I think
Well,
Leon
nobody told me we wanted
Leon's
to
either
station.
poisoned or knocked out. I don't know
I
which one.
slapped him, it
Poison
didn't
and
work.
I'm dealing with
knocked
the
out.
civilians.
I slapped him, it didn't work.
Give me a healing
so-
potion.
Oh, I guess I didn't try that.
I get a healing potion that Persephone gives me and I shove it down Leon's throat.
I choke.
He's unconscious and can't swallow and dies. Just drowns.
So that was to Leon.
Yeah.
All right. You gain hit points.
How many?
Well, I don't know how much is the regular hit point.
Two.
Coma arc, yay!
2d4 plus 2.
He's just in a permanent coma.
You
Fucked
gain
up through the left. That's
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
6.
Yay! Thank you.
I mean, God damn it.
All right. Yep. So you guys are officially out of initiative.
Anyone else besides Persephone gonna check on Antoinette?
You're awake,
You're-
aren't you?
No,
He's unconscious.
He's unconscious.
I'm still
I'm
unconscious.
just
Did I-
digging around the alley looking for the
He's
guy
bre-
still.
He seems to be breathing.
No, I know. I slapped him a few times. Is he
Yeah.
not getting up?
Nope. Not yet.
I'll go
My
back
guy's
to normal
left
form
on
before I head back to them before I do all that other stuff. Can I try to look at Antoinette, see if she's breathing or anything like that?
Give me a medicine check.
Don't fuck me. Okay. Dirty.
She seems to be breathing. Shallowly. But she is breathing.
Okay, she's not dead.
And on that note,
We're gonna have this.
she slowly wakes up. And she looks and she sees your face, which you still look like.
No, I'm normal. I'm back.
You're
I'm,
okay.
I'm back to just half work. Just
Okay.
checking on her, make sure.
She sees your face, and she sees the unconscious form of Leon next to her. And you see tears coming from her eyes, and she goes,
It's fine.
"My husband." And that's where we're going to end for
Oh
tonight.
God,
He's probably less fine.
Man. So thank you everyone for watching tonight. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. I hope my players had a good time.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Magnus Game Episode 6, where Andrew will be in the DM's chair, and I will get to be a player, as well as some of our other lovely players here, and we will get to have some fun with that. But thank you again,
You're welcome.
and we hope to see you next time.
bye. Have a beautiful day.
Later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.